Gregorio. Antonio.
And now, a show the likes of which America's never seen. So appalling, so offensive, yet so entertaining.
It's not your normal show.
Beamed from satellites in space down to you every single day.
What planet are we living on?
It's the Opie and Anthony show with Opie.
We're experts, and we already know this is going to be great radio, so shut the fuck up.
And Anthony.
I live in a big house, I make a lot of money, and I fuck attractive girls.
And little Jimmy.
I don't even like in our opening. It sounds like a little...
You did dang over there and don't listen to dang over there.
Stop with that shit.
And now, here they are. Why am I introducing these buffoons? I'm William Shatner, goddammit.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Good morning, everyone.
There it is.
Welcome to the Opie and Anthony show.
Hi.
It's fucking cold in New York.
I hate this shit when it's cold in the spring because it just makes the summer seem that much shorter.
We don't really have spring anymore. It kind of jumps to summer, doesn't it? I remember last year winter kind of lingered.
I think by April, though, we started at least seeing something.
A little bit.
This is fucked.
It's ridiculous. What's wrong with the mics today?
Why? What happened?
Something's, whatever.
Something amiss?
We'll deal.
Sounds all right.
Doesn't sound right. Sounds different today.
On you?
Than it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Oh, man.
Maybe this is a little too high. Now, that means you got to do your thing over there. And then let me go over here and adjust over here. How's that for you?
Well, I'm turning my volume up a lot.
I know. Well, that was the other
issue.
issue. I said the TV was real low today. We
Yeah.
watch TV. We watch TV before we work.
Watch the TV.
MSNBC, I guess, gave us a quick little plug. I think Alex in the booth might be a fan of the show.
There was a mention. Yeah.
Yeah, not a plug, I guess. Just a quick shout-out. Because everyone's talking about good old AJ Clemente.
Oh, poor AJ Clemente.
And I think we're going to have him on the show today. I think we're going to get the big scoop.
That'd be nice.
This is in our wheelhouse, though.
Yeah.
This really is one for us.
Yeah, it is.
So, MSNBC, The Morning Joe, they were starting their show, and then this just happened.
So, when's he coming, Alex?
Come on, man. Hey, Alex, when are we getting him on?
Did you call him?
Yeah, we're
That's what
working
I
on
asked
him.
you
I
to do.
think he and Opie and Anthony are working out of things.
No. I'm serious.
No.
We are working on
He
it.
needs to be on a new
I
show.
want him
We're an
here.
influencer. We can get him a job.
Mr. F-Bomb can tell him everything he needs to know.
It was a nice mention, but another person that just can't figure out Opie and Anthony.
I don't
know
what that is.
I don't know.
Opie, it's probably the rushing to
Opie
end.
and. Yeah.
Opie
and.
I don't know, but
Opie and
so do they really want him on, you think, or I doubt it.
Well, they probably do.
I mean, he's going to end up on Letterman.
Yeah.
He's going to end up on Letterman. I was telling Ed just before the show, this could be the funniest clip I've ever seen on YouTube. It gets funnier and funnier the more you watch it.
And I'm so loving the part where he talks about himself.
Yeah.
Because he falls apart. Like, he realized what happened. He realized he fucked up. And he can't put a coherent thought together about where he's from, what he did. It's great.
And then the woman that he does the news with, for the one lousy day he got to do it, not even a half a day, because I think they do 2 broadcasts. He got through the first, I would assume. She's completely flustered because she's
panicked.
She's here and gave fucking shit, so she's thinking, "Oh my God, we're all getting fired."
Yeah.
So she's off her game completely.
Yeah.
And then the mumbling over the the voiceover to start the news, he doesn't even do right. Can we play it again?
Yeah.
I'm sure most have heard this clip, but it just gets funnier.
Dreams in Motion organization has a fun time for the disabled. A deadly avalanche kills 5 in Colorado.
You're watching the Evening Sunday on NBC North Dakota News, your news leader in high definition.
Gay fucking shit.
Good evening, I'm Dan Chu. You may have seen our newest AJ on NBC. NBC North Dakota News, and he'll be joining the weekend news team as my co-anchor.
Boink.
She wants to go. You shut up.
Gay.
We're live.
Fucking shit. Gay.
His appearance was disastrous.
Oh.
It was a disaster.
Oh.
It's the worst debut in history.
It's an unmitigated disaster.
It's the worst debut in history of mankind.
Do you think every news guy in the country loves this? This has to be every news guy in the country's favorite clip in history.
Absolutely. It's right out of Anchorman. But her now I'm really into her because she's like, oh my God, this poor little thing is thinking she's going to get fired.
Yeah, yeah.
You got to start it over, or like,
yeah,
at least like somewhere in there.
Dreams in Motion organization has a fun time for the disabled. A deadly avalanche kills 5 in Colorado.
You're watching the Evening Sunday on NBC North Dakota News, your news leader in high definition.
Gay fucking shit.
Good evening, I'm Van Q. You may have seen our newest AJ on NBC North Dakota News, and he'll be joining the weekend news team as my co-anchor.
Can you pause again?
A little bit about yourself, AJ.
Because she really messes up. What did she say there? Seeing him anchor, like she's starting to...
Did they try to dump out of him real quick?
Is that what that is?
Is this an audio dump? Is that?
I think so.
Might have been.
Oh, and trying to dump out of him
in the beginning.
Maybe they turned his volume down.
Right.
His mic off,
and then popped it back up.
It's great.
But what did she try to say there? Because she's trying to introduce him, but she's completely off her game.
I think she's trying to say my new co-host AJ Clemente,
right.
But she's distracted because he's saying fucking shit into a live microphone.
Saying gay fucking shit, and then mumbling.
Yeah, go back to her. You don't have to go all the way back.
And he'll be joining the weekend. You may have seen our newest AJ on NBC North Dakota News, and he'll be joining the weekend news team as my co-anchor. Tell us a little bit about yourself, AJ.
Because he's mumbling.
Thanks, Van. I'm very excited. I graduated from West Virginia University, and I'm used to, from being from the East Coast.
Okay,
what does that mean?
I'm used to being from the East Coast.
It's very funny the way he goes, I graduated from West Virginia University. The wheels start coming off when he's just saying that.
He lost it.
He looks like a contestant for like Teen Jeopardy or like College Jeopardy or something.
Yeah. You go back and look at his head when he's mumbling. The look on his face when he looks up is utter and complete panic.
Right.
Because obviously someone tells him that, dude, you're on.
You're cursing live on the air.
He looks up so quickly and he's horrified.
Right.
Tell us.
That almost looks like a jump cut.
What? And then when he goes into who he is, he can't even fucking fathom what just happened.
Yeah. He's hearing some kind of a white noise. You see that again, the pop-up?
Oh, and then just let it roll into what he
said that just to focus him, like, tell us about yourself.
Maybe.
She couldn't believe he wasn't paying attention.
No, I think it was,
Is that part of it, you think?
Yeah, it's his first day, so they want a quick little, tell us about yourself type of thing. I think that was planned.
As my co-anchor. Tell us a little bit about yourself, AJ.
Thanks, Van. I'm very excited. I graduated from West Virginia University, and I'm used to, from being from the East Coast.
And then he just looks at her.
He looks at her like, yeah, I fucking nailed that one.
As far as I'm going.
Holy shit. Oh, this poor guy.
I'm used to being from in East Coast.
East Coast.
He nods.
Yeah.
He nods like, right? Did you get it? Yeah, you got that. Right? Sure, yeah.
Well, the update, he obviously was fired. I think most people know by now, but in case you don't, he barely survived one newscast, and they fired him.
It's a bit of a no-brainer.
Right. But they had meetings and stuff and thought, we got to move AJ up to the anchor desk. There was a whole thing that went on.
Yeah, yeah.
And the guy was fired in pretty much less than a day on the job. They knew right when he said that he was going to be fired. And people saying I think that video is doctored. I don't think so at all.
No,
the guy really got fired, Tim, in that. Oh, you hung up on us? All right.
Yeah, it's not doctored.
We thought so at first, or I did. I was thinking, someone's trolling or doing something here. Has he been tweeting since the firing, Sam?
Yeah, he tweeted a couple things.
I know he's written Roland back in his tweets, and I know we're. I don't know if we're officially having him on, but.
Unfortunately, KFYR-TV has decided to let me go. Thank you to them and everyone in North Dakota for the opportunity and everyone for the support. Rookie mistake. I'm a free agent. Can't help but laugh at myself and stay positive. Wish I didn't trip over my, quote, freaking shoes out of the gate.
I kind of like this guy. I mean, he's talking about it.
Oh, my God.
He's talking about it. He'll wind up being on a web redemption on Tosh.
He writes to Rolando's, just pop me a message in response to DM me. Would love for you to call into the Opie and Anthony show tomorrow.
Yeah, so he might make it. He might make it on today. We'll see.
What is web redemption? I've never seen Tasha's show.
It's people that wind up fucking up. They get a viral video like this. Perfect example is this one.
Yeah.
And he has them on and kind of, in a funny way, recreates what they did and tries to let them do it the right way.
Oh, that's good. What a cool idea. That's fucking smart.
Yeah.
Just
web
looking at
redemption.
all the leeches that jumped on after he responded to Roland.
Yeah.
And people going, hey, would you call into my show? Would you call into my show?
Bastards.
Like who?
One of them is Mark Zito saying, can you follow me so I can message you about a different Sirius XM show?
Fucking Zito.
What is he doing?
Asshole.
Get out of our fucking way.
Yeah.
What the fuck is he doing?
Fucking Zito.
Complicating things. And then another guy.
If Zito was in The Sopranos, he'd have been whacked out like so fucking early on.
Easy.
Just like
season 1, episode
get rid of that kid.
1.
He's Jackie
Get rid
Jr.
of him. Yeah.
It's a very difficult situation. situation. Oh, he's just an eager young man.
Oh, he's an asshole.
Trying to make things happen. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, right after we're trying to make things happen.
Yeah.
We're not in the tar pit yet.
Get out of the way. Don't fucking
get out of our fucking way, man.
Another guy want to come on our afternoon show in Kansas City. Somebody saying, you want to do an interview with an Australian radio show?
I know. I know. So you said gay fucking shit. I know. When you said it, were you thinking, I know?
Let me say hi to Psycho Bob. Psycho Bob, what's up, buddy?
Good morning, boys.
Morning, man.
The most horrifying thing is you know how much he was looking forward to this. He's worked his whole career for this, and in 5 seconds, it's gone. Down the toilet.
It's tragic.
Dude, this is like going on Letterman or The Tonight Show and blanking. This is like, standing there and just blanking and going, I can't do this.
I can't.
That's the equivalent of that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's unsalvageable.
Yeah.
This says he's going to be in
Hi, buddy.
NYC today.
Yeah, he's going to be on Letterman. I don't know. This is perfect for Letterman.
I would assume
There's
so.
no doubt in my mind he's on Letterman tonight.
Yeah.
Doing the top 10, just dropping F-bombs.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
That would be
Doing
good.
the top 10 and cursing at everyone.
There's no doubt in my mind. There's no doubt in my mind.
So I wonder if we're going to get him or if he's
I
gonna be
know.
on a
I hope
plane.
we get a little interview
Well,
with
maybe
him
tomorrow
today.
we get him in studio. Oh, yeah, I would rather get him on the phone today.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Do both.
get a hold of Roland and see where we're at with him. That would be good.
Roland's really got to work this one, right?
Unless
Oh,
Mark
boy.
Zito grabs him for the other show.
Yeah, Zito might
Where you
throwing more static into the mix, throwing more distractions and bullshit in while we're trying to fucking book a guest.
Right.
He couldn't just be like, hey, Roland, once he commits to you guys, can you talk to him? He has to throw static in.
Static. That's what it is. It's static.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Bullshit.
That's fucking bullshit. Jesus. What's going on with Paul Mooney, man? Jesus.
Paul Mooney.
He just had that, I guess he had
What
a
exactly
good-
did he say?
I don't, again, I don't know if it's being paraphrased.
Because we're trying to get him on the show today as well.
Let me find it here. I'm a little,
Pause for a cause. Look how cute.
He, is that cats?
Oh, no, it's a little puppy.
Oh.
Yes, it is. Where's our Paul Mooney story?
I don't know. It's
I think
here.
it was in yesterday's packet. Let me go grab it for you.
Shit. Why wouldn't it be in today's packet?
You know, we never heard about.
Why would it be in yesterday's packet if he's going to be on the phone?
Never heard about no? Yeah? I want to hear that.
Eventually we will.
He said something to the effect.
I don't know what's going on.
I cut you off with a pass on that one.
Yeah.
He was at
Eventually we will, though.
Oh, sorry, Levity Live like last weekend or something.
Yeah.
And they're saying he said something about he had one more show to go and they fired him because he said something like the white people in Boston got what they deserved.
Oof.
But I don't know if it was that literally or if that was in the middle of. I would have to hear it.
That's yeah. Well,
rough thing to say, obviously.
Yeah, but did he say? Because he got like 20 walkouts, and did he say it in the context of they got what they deserved, and that was the statement, or was it part of a setup to something else? Like, there's a way to say that where it's not.
Yeah, I understand.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got what they deserved, being nice to certain groups of people, like, but in a comedic way, like that's what you get for being nice to, you know.
In this day and age, it doesn't.
Oh yeah, but
matter.
again, he's pretty much flown. He's almost immune to that shit.
Oh, he's untouchable. He's been around long enough.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what his act is and his viewpoints.
But they fired him.
And he's black, so it's a lot easier for a black guy to get away with fucking murder on a stage than it is a white guy, Michael Richards.
Although, yeah, but he, in Mooney's defense, he says whatever he wants.
Oh, yeah.
And I've
Always
seen
has, right?
yeah, I've seen audiences object to him before. He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta get the context of the soundbite that they're just throwing out there.
Oh, is there a soundbite from him?
Not a soundbite, but the quote, I should say. Yes. Sorry. Yeah, I don't think there's a soundbite officially out there.
I don't like the way these prep sheets are done. They're all. I like
shit.
the one. These are too big. The font. There's 2 pages to every one.
Oh shit!
I like a nice short. Look at this. There's 30 pages of work here.
Yeah. I guess that's if you want to delve into the story, really dive in, jump in with both feet.
E-Rock's been in charge of the prep sheet.
Please, I don't doubt.
Shit.
Fucking who? Giant font McGillicuddy?
I guess Rich.
I don't know how his fucking movie's coming. That's what I want to know.
Rich in Yonkers has more on Paul Mooney. Rich.
What's up, fellas?
Hey.
Paul Mooney said something closer to the effect of white people are stupid.
Oh, okay.
okay.
What exactly was he referencing? Because of how they...
The moon landing, I guess. You know.
Oh, how white people were...
The automobile, things like that.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Traffic lights, huh?
Yeah.
So what was he referencing?
I can't talk if I'm laughing at Anthony. He was saying how they were running around like a bunch of roaches and the white people are stupid.
But in what... Like, white people are stupid in what context? Like, what was the joke? What was the point he was making?
It's hard to recreate it. I'm sorry if I'm not doing a good job of it.
Oh, you were actually there. Okay.
Wow, you really are a terrible witness.
You want to do a job as a newscaster?
Yeah.
Holy fuck, you were there.
Yeah.
Thanks, sir.
I am terrible. I'm sorry.
Terrible. It's all right. We'll handle it from here.
So he didn't say
Thank
that
you,
white
Rich.
people deserve what they got.
No, he's gone.
They canceled the last of 6 appearances, including last night's, 2 nights ago, sold-out 9:30 show.
Really?
Yeah.
The only quote is somebody on Twitter accused him of saying, Paul Mooney last night at Levity Live said white people in Boston deserved what they got. That's a tweet.
Yeah, but what else did he say around that?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, obviously that's a rough statement, but I wonder what was said around that. And does it make it a little easier to digest? I don't know.
I'm surprised they fired him. I mean, because he's got... It's like, yeah, he got some walkouts, but that's... If he had a sold-out show... The time Patrice got fired once from, I think, a club in Cleveland. Sometimes clubs fire guys for doing something egregious or not drawing, But if you have a sold-out show the next night...
It's a lot of money thrown away, so...
Yeah, it's one of those things where...
You got to make damn sure.
If people are going to see Mooney, even though he can offend people, obviously, but, you're going to see Paul Mooney.
Yeah.
Come on, it's Paul Mooney. He's not surprising anybody by saying something that's going to make a piece of the audience uncomfortable. That's what he does.
It's not like it was Brian Regan.
Right, exactly, where it was a total shock.
You sort of know what you're getting as you walk in the door, you're right.
Yeah.
I don't think it It doesn't matter though in this day and age. It's terrible.
I know.
Yeah, but it's sad that it's sad that it's entering the comedy clubs now.
Yeah. I don't see Mooney necessarily apologizing for this either.
No.
Nah.
I don't think Paul really does like white people.
I think he's got mixed feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he hates white people. He's been dealing with white people his whole career, but
yeah.
He's also, he has a lot of unpleasant memories
from that era.
Yeah.
German shepherds and fire hoses.
Okay, there's another tweet.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right.
A Twitter user alleged that the comedian said, quote, white people in Boston deserved what they got, and it was okay to lose a few limbs, and as long as no blacks got hurt, it was okay. But that's another
But
tweet.
that's probably paraphrasing a joke or something, because you wouldn't. I don't think you would stand there and for.
I think you're just trying to be outrageous.
But it's. I guarantee you, there's more to it. You don't just say as long as no black people got hurt, unless you're saying it completely sarcastically and just being.
Yeah,
an
that's
ass.
what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's. I could see him like laughing after that. Like as long as no black people got hurt.
You can lose a few limbs, you're fine.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we'll get him on today. Is he talking?
I'm sure he is.
He doesn't care, so I think we're working on getting him on as well.
Yeah, I don't think Mooney's gonna,
Roland will give us updates on two of our potential guests.
Roland is fine.
Especially AJ Clemente.
Yeah. Yeah, he's fucking great.
I wish I married Chelsea Clinton. She's getting a big apartment.
Is she?
Yeah.
Where'd she get
$10 million apartment.
Yeah, where did she get the money from?
Her fucking parents are rich. Bitch.
I know.
I'm rich, bitch. Yeah.
And her place has the longest hallway and what? Oh, everyone's showing it.
Imus is showing it on his show now.
But I think they're all...
They're beeping it. It's like so weird.
They're all behind.
Yeah.
This was yesterday's video.
Right.
They weren't showing it yesterday, right?
Not really.
Jimmy Kimmel was all about it last night because that's the clip we saw.
Imus's face. Imus just looks weird.
He's in shock. We don't have the audio up, but his face is great as they're playing the AJ Clemente clip.
He's laughing.
Could someone grab this? We need this. I want to see how I mishandled the clip.
They're all cracking up. Warner Wolf, they're all laughing.
Right.
Oh, this poor guy.
See if that clip is worth playing. I want to see how I mishandled that.
Jesus.
But,
poor fucker.
Yeah.
That's a tough spot.
What do we know on the Boston bombing situation?
I hope this kid can never talk again. I love the fact that
he's already talking.
Is he talking or writing stuff down?
He said no. So they said that he has,
I think he mouthed it.
Yeah, I don't know if his voice works.
Yeah,
I heard
he said it.
I heard that he said no.
Oh, really?
Maybe not as clearly as we say it, but supposedly, yeah, that's what I heard.
Huh.
So they think he'll be able to, talk a little bit
at some point.
Right now, they need him,
and they really think that it's self-inflicted gunshot
to the throat,
gunshot wound, right?
Yeah,
to the throat.
Fuck that up, don't you? Shouldn't you go by the side of the temple or what?
I
think the best way is to go in the mouth and point it up, but that's hard, man. You better be committed. Because that bullet is going to tear through your soft palate of your mouth and up through your sinuses.
You better make sure it works.
You better get a Desert Eagle.
Get that fucking you get those people, the unsuccessful suicide attempt, and their face is gone and they're still alive.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, how did that improve your life?
Oh, you got to just.
How you feeling now? Yee. That's fucked.
Yeah.
But
Jesus,
they officially charged him.
Good.
Yeah, they charged him with actually having a weapon of mass destruction.
Mm-hmm.
The old crock pot full of dynamite with his explosives.
I was watching CNN and they were basically saying how easy it is to build one of these things, and they didn't officially show you.
Yeah.
But they sure got in a lot of people's heads how easy this is, once again.
Yeah.
And then they actually did fire one off in, the desert.
Yeah, see what kind of a blast it makes.
It was pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking...
but why are they...
It's actually pretty easy.
Why are they saying how easy it is?
I don't know.
Why are they doing that?
What should you get online? If you're a bomber, you get fucking, you know.
Well, but then
you
you got
pretty much can get whatever you need.
Then you got those fringe people.
Yeah.
That, you know, oh, I could maybe do this. That's what I worry about. You bring more people to the party.
We used to screw together pipe bombs as kids.
Did you really?
Yeah, we'd fucking shove them in people's big fences.
We just went with the M80s.
No, we would take M80s.
We would just get dumb M80s, and we thought we were cool, blowing up a mailbox here and there.
Oh, we'd poke screwdrivers in the sides of the M80s and dump the gunpowder out. And then you get a pipe with 2 end caps. You wrap Teflon tape around the threads so they don't, like, the friction doesn't fucking blow you up. And then you drill a little hole in one for the fuse. And you just fucking fill it up with all the gunpowder. You put like fucking 30 M80s in there. And then you screw the top on, you put a fuse in, you take a cigarette, you break off the filter, and then you put it on the fuse.
Right.
So the cigarette has to burn all the way down, then the fuse lights, so you get really far away. You shove it in between a big, like, 4x4 post on a fence, and then just go away and watch. The whole fucking fence, like an entire section, the post fucking flies in the air. It's like a movie.
Here's my question. You did this before the internet. How the fuck did you figure out how to build a pipe bomb?
I don't know. All my friends, we just knew how to do it.
I'm sure.
As a kid, you just fucking figure it out.
I'm sure it would take us less than a minute to, you know, find that on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
That's like old school.
It is
how
old
did
school.
You know? Who came to you with this and said, look, let's build this thing?
I have a friend, Dave, who worked at a fucking a place where you could get pipe and stuff. And
did you guys just experiment a little bit?
We had the M80s.
Right.
And you just kind of know if you know, pipe bombs have been around for a while. You just kind of know that you make a pipe bomb that way.
We just
I don't know
Having
how.
the internet is like being friends with Anthony. That's all the internet is.
Right.
It's just like knowing him.
We fucking fired off M80s and blew up mailboxes. We thought we were cool. I can't even imagine you could even do that nowadays without the authorities freaking out.
They'd freak out, and then you'd get the bomb squad out there.
And that was just dumb high school shit.
Yeah. Yep.
But you built pipe bombs.
Yeah, we used to play around with all kinds of shit like that.
It's amazing.
That was fucking having fun as a kid.
Right.
You realize, you know, you're lucky getting out of there without losing any hands or legs or lives. But that was just like part of growing up in the suburbs as a kid. You blew shit up.
No, I understand all that.
It's weird, you know?
I understand all that, but just getting the knowledge.
Yeah.
How old were you?
Probably anywhere between 16, 17,
and you
18,
knew how to build a pipe bomb.
Around there.
That amazes me.
Me, Dave. Joe Curry was along for the fucking festivities, my brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In the suburbs, you get bored, and when you're out at night and there's nothing really going on, you just kind of got to figure out what to do. And around the 4th of July back then, it sounded like fucking Vietnam.
Of course.
You know, the weeks before the 4th.
No, I know.
You were hearing like...
But that's what the rest of us did.
But that's why, you know, there were available M80s around. Now I don't even know where the fuck you get M80s. It's crazy.
But you were able to ramp it up and go to the next level with all.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We had a fucking pisser with that. Yeah.
So you think this kid gets the death penalty?
No.
There's no way he is put to death. There's no way.
No.
Because watch, they're going to start leaning on the fact that his older brother was the mastermind, but behind the whole thing, and he was more of a follower. And in the end, I think that's good enough to save this kid's life.
Yeah. Any kind of state charges, obviously, Massachusetts doesn't have the death penalty, and then you get your federal charge, which does carry the death penalty. And McVeigh had the death penalty. He was killed, but he wanted it. You know, he didn't even fight the death penalty.
Yeah.
So that's a different story. You get a lawyer that fights it. They are not going to.
I think it's going to be really, really tough.
This guy.
I think in the end it's going to be really tough.
His whole defense is going to be, my brother made me do it. He fucking influenced me. He pressured me.
The Lee Boyd Malvo.
Yeah.
Defense.
Up to the entire. They're going to go as hard as saying he fucking, threatened me. He coerced me. It's not just going to be an influence thing. It's going to be a, you do this or his life was being threatened.
Right.
So you're going to definitely see some wrangling as far as his defense goes.
You're absolutely going to get that doubt as far as, putting him to death.
of
Plus,
how
he'll cooperate.
responsible. Yeah.
If he cooperates and starts talking about the sleeper cell or whatever, they won't.
Well,
they're already saying
that there's no sleeper cell, that they acted alone.
How the fuck, first of all, so quickly, based on nothing but his word, he said no, that they are announcing that there is no ties to any outside organization because it's self-serving for the administration. It totally is.
It is creepy how fast we get this info. How about we sit on what he's saying for a couple days and then fucking decipher it and
investigate it.
Yeah, investigate it, see if there's anything else there. At least go through every single item in the apartment.
This fucking administration is so dead set on not having any terrorism happening on their watch that they change the definition of terrorism. They fucking juggle the facts around. They're so afraid to acknowledge that it still exists under this guy's fucking watch. It does. It happens. Look what happened in fucking Canada. Look what was brewing there. Yesterday they had an announcement that Canada in the U.S., mostly Canada, thank you, Canada, foiled a terrorist attack.
But we were going to have a taste of that. They keep saying Canada, but they were going to blow the train up over Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
That's our territory.
Train.
So Canada, who avoids all this stuff, who stays out of it, who tries to be as neutral as they can, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It just doesn't matter.
It was thwarted, though.
Thwarted.
They were going to attack.
I love that word. It was thwarted.
And it was Al Qaeda.
Of course it was. Fucking animals.
That was Al Qaeda. What's the story? They were just going to blow up the train?
Blow up a bridge.
Oh, a bridge. I thought it was
when the train was going over.
No, I understand that. I thought it was going to be on the train itself, but they were going for the bridge.
Yeah, they wanted to blow up an entire bridge and the train to affect commerce on that line.
Which bridge?
I don't know. It's one though that goes into New York.
Was it an Amtrak?
I think so. But it would definitely affect trade between us and the terrorism aspect. It's just. But no one wants to fucking acknowledge that there's still terrorism and it's affecting us. No, Benghazi, no, it's fucking people didn't like the movie. Yeah, you ever walk out on a movie and you get angry because it sucked? Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. Oh, yeah. No, these two guys in Boston, yeah, they're just religious fanatics, but acting on their own. Don't worry. Oh, the guy went to fucking back to Russia a year ago and fucking, we don't know who he saw, what he talked to, who he fucking was influenced by, but we'll just decide right now, based on this kid's fucking nodding in a hospital bed, that no one else was involved. Jesus Christ. Are we all this stupid?
Hey, can you calm down?
Yeah.
You got a nice day coming.
Yeah?
Yeah, with the Netflix stock.
Oh, my God.
I saw you tweeting.
Waiting.
Every time you get angry today, I'm just going to say Netflix. That's going to calm you down.
Netflix. Yesterday, I was like, I was looking at Apple, and I was fucking Apple has been crazy, up and down and up. It stinks. It was up to over $700 a share, and it's just plummeted since then. Now they are going to be announcing earnings, Apple. So I was thinking maybe I should get back in, but it's like crapshoot. You don't know what the fuck they're going to announce. So it could go up, it could go down. I don't know. So then I was like, Netflix. You know what? Everyone I fucking know is talking about Netflix and what they saw on Netflix and the original programming on Netflix and whatnot. So I'm like, and they're announcing earnings today. So let me get in and buy some fucking May call options on Netflix. So I did it. And then the market closed. They announced earnings were fucking huge. And the stock went from $170 a share to about $217 a share overnight in aftermarket. So I'm waiting for the market to open, and I will dump my fucking Netflix options and pocket a tiny little sum.
Why would you, how come if you save them, it might go down again?
Yeah, I don't want to fucking deal with it. And they're short-term options. I'm not going to let them run out. So they're May 3rd options. So they expire on May 3rd. I can't fucking juggle it around. I bought them, and I'm dumping them.
Will the stock go down a little bit before you get out?
It probably will.
It will, right?
Yeah, it probably will. But,
maybe it'll go up.
What are you doing? It might. It might, but it might not. I'm not getting greedy. Like I said, they're short-term calls. I ain't going to fuck with them. The worst thing you can do is sit on options. Because every day they lose value just based on time. Like, even if the stock is up, every day that goes by, since they have an expiration date, it's one more day closer to their expiration. So it loses its value, some of its value in that way. So no, fuck it. I'm all
right. So you got Netflix going for you today, which is nice.
Which is nice.
So
That
back to terrorism in America. I forgot what you were saying.
Yeah. I did too. No, it just seems like they're jumping the gun on this one as far as calling it that there wasn't any other outside shenanigans.
Yeah, I don't like getting all that info so quickly when they're investigating.
Yeah.
So it's weird to me. Why are they so willing to throw info to the press so quickly?
Because they want to get it out there to the people. It's like,
yeah.
And another thing, this guy was looked at by the FBI a couple of years ago, interviewed by the FBI, the older brother, and because they got a line from Russia that this guy might be a problem,
right?
So they talked to him, they interviewed him.
The FBI,
yeah. Now, if Russia is saying he's an issue and he's over here, wouldn't you think it's more than just one guy that's saying, I like fucking, I like a jihad?
Yeah, he's got to be connected to something.
Something.
Maybe they're bullshitting by saying that publicly.
Yeah.
Maybe they do that sometimes. Like, they know that these guys are scattered, so they're like, nah, there's no ties. I mean, they might throw out nonsense like that, too.
I doubt that this is some kind of a ploy to get more people. I think it's obviously misleading the public, throwing out false information out there to make the administration look like they're much better at thwarting terrorism than they really are. That's been the goal of Obama's administration, is to make it look like terrorism and Al-Qaeda and Taliban, it's all just fucking back burner shit. Don't worry, people. I'm the best.
You don't think he's done a good job with that, though? I like what he's done with terrorism. Fucking predator drone strikes all over the place.
That's great and all, but it's not addressing the other. Taking out the leadership and stuff, it's great. But there's still a fuckload of people, the worker ants, that are still out there doing shit. And when you're... when the most important statement you can make is that we shouldn't offend Muslim people. Him and Bloomberg is another one, saying yesterday that we have to be willing to change the Constitution and give away some of our rights for safety.
Did he really say that?
Yes, he did.
What a
He blatantly said it yesterday. And then on the tail end of it, he's saying we have to be willing to give up some of our rights because of this new world we live in, where we need to be safe and stuff. In the same statement, he then said not to draw any conclusions about Muslim people, and all religions should have the right to do this. So the religions have their rights that should never be infringed upon, but he's asking us to give up some of our rights. He's a fucking asshole, this guy.
What a fucking worm.
Where's that clip? I want to hear it.
It wasn't a sound clip. It was a statement.
A little
written statement, I believe. But, he's got to fucking just 3 terms. Please leave. Could you just fucking leave office?
Can he have a 4th term?
This fucking queen.
How do you know for sure? He wasn't supposed to have a 3rd term.
He's getting too much shit for the 3rd one.
Oh, the one that he just had. The one that
bro.
he got in without a people's vote. And then the second he got in, he let the people vote on term limits on the mayor. And they said, no, we don't want 3rd terms. So they're back to 2 terms. So he fucked with the system to get a 3rd term and then made it so no one else could. Because the people's will was that they didn't want 3 terms for a mayor. But he didn't go by the people's will when he got the 3rd term. He went behind to all the fucking board members and fucking everyone else that's in charge.
So when are you going to make all that money with Netflix?
Oh, I'm thinking 9:30-ish.
Yeah.
When I punch out of this.
Yeah, nice, right?
It should be a nice haul. I might even buy another dinosaur for my yard.
Are you thinking? Do you have your eye on another dinosaur?
There's a dandy triceratops I've been looking at.
You're a lunatic. You got a dinosaur in your backyard.
It looks so cool.
It does.
No, it doesn't look cool.
It looks
no.
cool.
I think it looks cool.
I've loved dinosaurs ever since I was a kid, Jimmy.
I kind of think it looks cool.
And I'm a big fan of dinosaurs.
You got to get one of those flying dinosaurs.
Look at him. He's hanging out in my yard.
See how cool that is?
It's kind of cool.
It's kind of cool.
And you gotta
It's
get you gotta get a flying dinosaur.
Oh, like a pterodactyl?
Pterodactyl would be nice. Get some wires and just have it hanging.
Oh, look, he's in my yard.
Could you get one hanging above your pool? How great would that be?
Why not? Because he'd just be in the wind, swinging backwards.
Get some wires going and get that thing up in the air above your pool. That would rule.
Yeah.
Hey, we have Imus talking about AJ Clemente.
Yeah.
Still don't know if we're going to have him on our show today. But they just played the clip of the North Dakota anchor saying gay fucking shit.
Yeah.
Everybody else is on this story today.
Uh-huh.
Thanks to our fine listeners. We had it yesterday.
It's fucking great.
It's long.
Bright and early. It's
long?
all right.
Yeah, but it's very typical Imus, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Morning, boss. Bismarck, North Dakota. This NBC affiliate, KFYR, they hire a new anchor. His name is AJ Clemente. They already have this chick there. Her name is Van 2. Here is how his career there started. They have this big introduction here at NBC affiliate KFYR. And then the first word you hear out of his mouth, the woman speaks, and then you hear profanities from this guy. Take a listen.
You're watching the Evening Sunday on NBC North Dakota News, your news leader in high definition.
Gay fucking shit.
Good evening, I'm Van Q. You may have seen our newest AJ on NBC North Dakota News, and he'll be joining the weekend news team as my co-anchor. Tell us a little bit about yourself, AJ.
Thanks, Van. I'm very excited. I graduated from West Virginia University, and I'm used to.
Oh, God. Imus, what do you mean that's enough, Imus?
That was the best part.
I think it's the best part, him trying to say a little something about himself. What the fuck?
Realized he was on the air. He didn't realize, and then as the more he speaks, the more you see that he appears to have had some sort of a head injury. Because he sounds really, really stupid. Which sort of, I guess, maybe explains it or maybe not. But check it out. It's all over the internet. It's online. And by the way, he got fired.
Right. Got fired.
Bottom line.
First words out of his mouth. First show he ever did.
Connell told me about this yesterday.
Right.
And so you wanted to let the tape run longer so that we could hear how stupid he sounds?
Yeah, well, we have a 32-second clip, and you can even see it, boss, if you want. We have a video of it if you want to see it.
Yeah, I do.
Here, run it for the Iron Man, Tom, please.
Your news leader in high definition.
Gay.
Good evening, I'm Van Q. You may have seen our new AJ on NBC North Dakota News, and he'll be joining the weekend news team as my co-anchor. Tell us a little bit about yourself, AJ.
Thanks, Van. I'm very excited. I graduated from West Virginia University, and I'm used to, from being from the East Coast.
Over here.
Okay, well, welcome aboard, AJ.
Thanks.
Go for it.
Fatal ATV crash happened yesterday in Williams County.
Yeah, sure did.
That's the best part. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm used to being from the East Coast.
I'm used to being.
Tell us a little about yourself. The guy just cursed.
Poor bastard.
The first
Poor bastard. Oh, poor bastard. I'm used to being from the East Coast.
And then, right, tell us a little bit about yourself right after he curses.
Right after gay fucking shit.
Yeah.
Just cursed.
Poor bastard.
The first
It really is. Well, it's his first words ever spoken on his first show.
You know, I go around the country and I see these local, these local news teams. They really are. Some of them are. It's really like a petting zoo. I mean, you really got some. You got people who on television and I know we've talked about it before, but there are people who you don't know why they even got in television.
Like they came straight from Mickey D's to the newsroom.
Not necessarily that, but it's people who should be doing something else. Because it'd be somebody, they always have some kind of physical tick, you know? This like a wandering eye or a lisp or like this guy who's clearly, you know, he's had head trauma, so
He's terrified to be on in Bismarck.
Oh, well, 23 till the hour. Well, we're so far behind now. Don't we have KT McFarland coming out? We got to stop. Come on. We got to do spots here. Come on.
Oh, fuck, man. The clip fucking has legs.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my God.
Poor bastard. He's a poor bastard.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. You can't recover from gay fucking shit.
No.
I bet you that in the mic they said you're going out live. Your mic is live.
Yeah, and he's like,
yeah, the head pop-up was the best.
and he thinks about what he said. Oh, my God, did I say? Oh, no, I said gay fucking shit. I'm used to being from the East Coast.
And he did a terrible job with the stories.
Oh, yeah.
You see the video that's going viral. Well, it started going viral yesterday. They'll probably start playing it tomorrow on mainstream media. Will Sasso.
Oh, yeah.
The fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger driving thing.
Oh, yeah. Will Sasso puts out some funny videos.
He figured out how to do Vine videos correctly.
Yeah.
And then someone I guess he did. He put all the Vine videos together as a little montage and made a solid YouTube video that's on Gawker. And this thing is going to do extremely well.
Yeah, I'm driving. Yeah. Come on, go! This is bullshit. Come on, look what you're doing. Yeah, hi. Yeah, hi. Where am I? Fuck you! Sweet Caroline. Yeah, look at this here. It's like a movie set. The alien space station maze, killing aliens. Pew, pew.
He's just driving.
Pause. We really need to set this up.
This is so fucking good.
Yeah.
It's just him behind the wheel. You just occasionally see his hand pop out in the windshield.
Right.
But it's just talking about what's going on outside his vehicle as he's driving.
Right. And I think it works this way with the iPhone too.
Yeah.
Right?
Is it an iPhone or maybe a GoPro?
Landscape. What you mean, landscape?
Yeah, I think it works in landscape.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is, it's rare to say that, but I think for this particular bit, it absolutely works.
Gives it more of a phone look.
Right,
You don't want that wide, you don't want it kind of narrow.
No, but it definitely works. So, yeah, all you see is his hand pointing at things, and at one point he has just a cigar as he's driving.
Let me see the rest of
This
this.
is parts 1 through 14.
Wow.
Of Arnold Schwarzenegger driving.
Right. Yeah, they were all individual Vine videos, but I think it really works as a montage.
Somebody else put them together and uploaded it to YouTube, and then they got the 1.6 million.
Oh,
wow.
Well, it's still him, so.
Hey. Yeah, look at this tree. Yeah, look at this here. It's like we're back in the movie set. The alien space station maze. Shoot the aliens. Pew, pew. That's not the parking spot. Yeah, look at this weird piece of shit. Come on. Are you a truck or a van? What are you? Yeah, it's funny. We do okay. Forever in blue jeans. Hey, what the heck? Truck van, make up your mind. Yeah, watch this. Hey, I'm pulling you over. Yeah, it's funny because it's the other way around, It's all I have to do to get to my destination is turn right here. I know. That's what I just said. Yeah, look at the name of this street here. It's called Dick Street. That's hilarious because it's named after Dicks. Yeah, this parking garage is like the end of the alien space station movie. Grab the bomb, get out in time. Come home. Yeah, look, it's a Honda Accord. More like Honda according to Arnold. You should get out of the way. Come on.
Yo entiendo inglés un poquito.
Your Nintendo's a gay taquito. I'm so good at Spanish.
That's fucking funny, man.
Will Sasso, bravo. Fucking bravo.
Yeah, he's really jumped all over Vine, huh?
Yeah.
Didn't he play Curly in the Stooges?
He did.
Yeah,
He was in the
did.
Three Stooges, Mad TV. Yeah. Yes.
He does those videos with the lemons. He's like choking on lemons and they fly out of his mouth. It's so weird and out of context.
I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Yeah, he does a whole shitload of lemon videos. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess this is a compilation because that's his that's what he started with. Vine, I think.
The lemons.
Yeah, I've heard of. Oh, okay. Doesn't matter what I have
This is
to
a
say
montage?
Yeah.
All right.
Try that again.
Hello.
They just
homemade almond milk. Water, almonds, lemons. Lemons!
It's just fucking. It's ridiculous. But he found an angle.
Right.
He just spits a lemon out.
Yeah, an entire lemon.
Can I get a Will Sasso?
Right, because I don't even know where Baniac lives. Make a left on Citrus Avenue, brother. Citrus.
Which one? The TV show with Klugman and Randall?
No, the movie with Matthew and Lemon.
We didn't even describe it because it's so fucking funny. Just put it on our Facebook page for the people that haven't seen it. I never saw that. I heard of those videos. Opie and Anthony on Facebook. We'll have that up there in a second for you.
It's ridiculous. You know, it's
and we'll have the Arnold Schwarzenegger up there as well.
It's very hard to be funny and creative in 6 seconds. So
Right.
you got to find your niche, and
he figured it out.
He figured something out at least.
I'm going to start doing that with grapes.
What?
The Opie and Anthony Show. I like what you do.
Hell?
Well, when you're sitting there in your silk-upholstered chair, talking to some rich folk that you know. Well, I hope you won't see me in my ragged company. For you know I could never be alone. Take me down, little Susan, take me down.
What's this for?
Underground. You like the Stones?
Yeah. This isn't one of my favorites.
Dead Flowers? You don't like Dead Flowers?
Nah.
Off Sticky Fingers?
Nah.
Just a little anniversary for Sticky Fingers.
Oh, yeah?
1971 on this date.
71.
71.
Oh.
42 years ago.
It's a fucking medley we're getting here.
It sure is. Why do you go with Dead Flowers before the big time hit?
Just a little something different.
Oh,
Right, fair enough.
E-Rock's mixing it up, as they say.
You get the hit and the deep track.
Yeah.
All in one. It's 2 for Tuesday.
Nice.
On your home of rock and roll.
The Rolling Stones.
Just around midnight. Still love this fucking song. God damn, it's that good. Hey, E-Rock, doctors saying that the cinnamon challenge is no good. Finally. Finally. And we try to, warn the kids. Recently, we were trying to warn the kids.
The kids.
Because it became a thing, and we were here to say, man, you could fucking die from this shit.
Yeah.
We didn't know at the time when E-Rock did it. Can we go to that video real fast?
Oh, it's so terrible.
Saying it can collapse your lungs.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah?
And you did.
Just open your.
This is 5 years ago already. 5.5, you have to say at this point.
Look at Bobby.
Good old Bobby. So, big, huge teaspoon of cinnamon. And E-Rock said, fuck it, I'll do it. And it was a scary, scary moment. It was really fucking scary.
He was coughing, turning red. He couldn't breathe.
E-Rock, did you feel like you were in trouble?
Yes.
Respiratory distress.
I think by my eyes turning red and my face turning purple, everyone else could figure that out as well.
Yeah.
You just couldn't breathe, right? You couldn't get air.
No, it formed a paste and just blocked your airways.
Oh, my God. Was that the worst thing we ever did to you?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much the worst.
The worst thing we ever did
I don't know. The mayo thing was bad.
No.
When we blew out your eyes.
Yeah, we did blow out your eyes.
We blew out your eyes pretty good.
Yes, but the difference is that I didn't control the cinnamon going into my mouth. Bob Kelly shoved it down to the back of my throat.
Oh, Bobby.
That's true.
If Bobby just placed it in there nicely, we would have been all right. But then
I don't
again,
think
we
it
would
would have been
this
as
great
bad.
video. What about the lemon juice in the eyes?
Grapefruit juice.
Oh, grapefruit juice.
It hurts, but that wasn't worse than that.
What about waxing and then you falling off and smashing your head on the toilet?
That was accidental.
That was the
That
arm.
was so funny.
That was ripping out your armpit hair.
He fell and hit
Into
his
the
head.
metal toilet paper holder with the sharp edge.
Was that great?
That's why I'll always defend E-Rock in the end. The fucking guy's been a soldier.
Oh, E-Rock.
What else did we do to you?
You had a hot chick punch me square in the stomach
I forgot about that one.
when they were auditioning the K-Rock girls that never did anything.
Oh, right.
What else? The hot wax shots.
Mm-hmm.
What else did we do? I'm starting to forget now.
You've had to smell a lot of bad things too.
Yeah, most from Jim.
Oh, I kind of
and
like.
Boss.
I kind of liked peanut butter hat myself.
That's because we were bored.
I know.
There was no real reason for that,
Yeah.
or the Wonder Woman costume with the Fluffernutter hat.
Right.
That was just something to kill time until we were done with K-Rock.
No, but you had to smell. Remember, Big A spit that stuff onto a spoon.
Oh yeah.
And you
His
breathe.
tongue scrapings.
Tongue scrapings, and you've smelled a lot of assholes, and you've smelled some horrible things, dude.
What was the worst thing you smelled?
As far as assholes go,
But
probably
anything.
Tippy Tom.
Tippy Tom? He smelled all right, didn't
No,
he?
he had the foot too that had worms
God.
in it. And
Got worms.
Did he have worms in his foot?
he had some kind of like little maggot things.
From Brooklyn.
Wow. Yeah, sure. Put that on.
I remember how hot she was.
Yeah, wowly.
You like spanking guys?
Yeah.
Have you done it really? You ever spit in somebody's mouth?
Maybe.
Nice.
Put this on our Facebook page.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah.
Those are the K-Rock girls?
Look, I must have been the place normally piglets would be suckling.
Never.
Wait, as hard as you can. Not too hard.
Wow, she fucking did a good job there.
Oh, my God. You all right, E-Rock? Yeah, that hurt.
That was a good punch.
That was a good punch, E-Rock.
Wound up.
I'm sure they weren't allowed to come over to our XM studio, because K-Rock needed to have control of everything. That fucking irritating.
I never did anything with them.
No, why would they?
They were supposed to be our promo girls going out to every event and handing out O&A stuff and K-Rock stuff. They never did anything.
Yeah. All right. So the cinnamon challenge. Doctor's saying basically do not do this thing.
Yeah.
We did it a very long time ago, and we did try to warn the kids over the years.
Yeah, it can collapse your lungs and
is that what they're saying?
and burn out your throat.
Here it is.
Okay. Fuck it off. E-Rock is a
Slow motion. Brr. It's just dust.
You look really frightened.
Oh, fuck.
Smoke is coming out of him. E-Rock. How was that old wrestler?
Oh, my God.
Holy shit.
See, you're coughing it out there, though.
Drink a little water. Water. Water.
Water was the worst thing to do.
Through your nose, fuckface. Right?
Oh, God.
Can you pause for a second?
He's heaving. And
Bobby's fucking demented. We're
Yeah.
all pretty much in like, oh, fuck.
Uh-oh, we
went
killed
way
E-Rock.
too far. And he's saying, what? Breathe through your nose, fuck face?
Fuck face.
Wow.
Because Bob didn't have to worry about getting fired.
Right.
Bob could just enjoy E-Rock suffering.
There was a point I was worrying we were going to get thrown in jail because he
I
dies
know.
because of this thing.
Bobby would have went to jail on that one because he administered the spoon. We all would have met.
Oh, yeah, we were
Bobby
thrown
would have
under the
gone, too.
bus, no problem.
You can also see Travis. You can also see Travis jumping and
Dancing and laughing, yeah.
behind him. The entire time.
Yeah, because at first we didn't know. We thought it was hilarious. And then it changed, though. I remember everyone, we all were looking around just going, oh, my God, please breathe, please breathe, please breathe.
Yeah.
All right, continue.
Oh.
Breathe water. This is the most horrible thing I've ever seen. He's gonna drink water. Drink water. Drink water. Drink a little water. Something just came out of his forehead.
Travis laughing.
Damn. Oh, breathe like you have to breathe like you give a breath. See, you were just starting to breathe okay there, a little bit.
Dude, that was fucking...
He can't talk. He can't breathe. He's throwing up. Oh, E-Rock.
His fucking Vic Morrow hat is bending on the garbage can.
That blood?
Oh.
No, it's cinnamon, Eric.
Just keep showing this part over and over.
But he was starting to breathe normally there.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Look at a great studio.
That? Yeah, that's cinnamon.
That's cinnamon.
All right, you're okay. Well, once again, it doesn't work. You can't do that.
Did he have water?
Wait, you know what? Before we just really try. Shut the fuck up. Yes, he did.
Oh, there it is.
Poor E-Rock.
Yeah.
Collapse a lung? Damn. What, from coughing so hard?
And ingesting it, too. I guess it burns, the cinnamon burns out whatever lining is in your lungs.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, fucking Crimea River.
Wow. You'd think you wouldn't need a doctor to tell you that. There's a lot of videos online that you could watch that really kind of show it's probably not that good for you.
When your body rejects something,
yeah,
it's because it doesn't want it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What are they saying about the... yeah, cinnamon is made from tree bark. It contains cellulose fibers that don't easily break down.
Oh.
Could cause scarring in the lungs.
How about mesothelioma?
No kidding. And the number of Poison Control Center calls about teens doing the prank has increased dramatically from 51 in 2011. We did this way back in...
Yeah.
What year was that? 2007. So they got 51 people calling in 2011 and 222 last year.
It's amazing because the videos all say it's bad. Like, not one video is fun. Like, the guy's doing that.
Right.
Over
and it looks good.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. There you go.
We won't be doing that again.
Oh, God, no. That was a scary day.
How's the movie coming, E-Rock? You working on it?
Slowly but surely.
But surely.
Yeah, little bits here and there are getting written.
What are you up to?
I think the second... I guess it's... cause I'm still learning how to I don't want to say map it out, but like just...
Format it?
Yeah, format it.
He hasn't written anything since we last asked him about it.
have.
That's the answer.
We have, but I just...
Who's we have?
I have a friend of mine who's writing with me.
A co-writer.
A co-writer.
A ghostwriter.
Who is this?
Giddles?
Is it Giddles?
No, different
No?
guy.
I bet it's Giddles.
It's not Giddles.
Who's Giddles?
Giddles is his fucking podcast buddy for one of the shows.
He's an old friend of mine, too.
And is he coming up with good shit, or are you looking there going, oh, God, this asshole, it's ruining my movie?
No, he's helping. He knows a little bit more about writing all this stuff than I do.
What does he come up with so far that you're like, oh, that's a good one?
Fact-checking some of the things I was doing.
Fact-checking is a time travel movie.
I know, but some of the stuff I was writing apparently weren't in
Oh,
certain
no.
periods.
Oh, that's what you want to do, your first movie, a period piece.
What did you do that was inaccurate? What was something you wrote that was inaccurate?
It was something music based that it was actually a lot earlier than where
I was listening to a Beatles tune in the 30s.
All right, we look forward to seeing this on the big screen.
I know. I'm
can't wait.
Psyched.
You should have talked to Chris Columbus yesterday.
I should have.
Yeah, he's
could have made your dream come true.
That's right. He was really good. I totally had a different idea of what he would be like.
He was chill and very funny.
Yeah.
Very funny guy. Someone is saying we got to check out the condom challenge. What is the condom challenge?
If I can keep my dick hard in one,
yeah,
I've
right.
failed every time.
Hate those things.
They're terrible. They're criminal.
They really are.
Never minded the condom.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Let's
God,
fucking
I wish I didn't mind it.
Never minded it.
You could fuck just as comfortably with a condom?
No problem. Wow. Never minded it.
It doesn't feel as good.
No.
It just doesn't feel as good.
You got to snort a condom up your nose and out your mouth.
Oh.
And a lot of the kids are doing this today. This is the big one, yeah.
With a dick in it?
But this is this is Glozell, though.
Yeah, Glozell did it.
Oh, she actually did it.
Glozell.
Yeah. She's got big nostrils.
Of course.
Glozell's a YouTube star.
Yeah, she's a big-time YouTube star, man. She, her videos, all of them do 1 million or close to 1 million every fucking time.
What does she do?
Man.
Ugh, look at that
She just
fucking
came up with
face.
this character. People weren't sure if the character was real at first, and now it's pretty obvious that it's not, but people are still into her. Glozell, she's all right.
Is you okay? Is you good? Because I want to know. Okay, so this is what is going around right now. I think it's kind of, I don't know. Let's see. I'll try it.
She's got the right nostrils for this. Oh, jeez. This is what the kids are doing
Is that nostril? This nostril bigger, maybe. Maybe this one. Okay.
She's stuffing the condom up the right nostril. She's closing the left nostril and sucking in.
I don't know.
Oh, God.
Oh, fuck. This is disgusting.
She's not going to get it done, right?
I think she might just be being silly.
Yeah. Can you find one where they really did it?
That is really fucking...
It's disgusting.
That's uncomfortable to have something in your nose like that. That's fucking horrible.
Yeah, but they're absolutely doing this. This is really going down.
Oh, my God.
Yay!
Hell.
The condom challenge.
They're like 15 years old.
Are they?
They look pretty fucking young.
sorority girls.
Yeah.
Well,
Looks like she's gonna win.
Looks like she's gonna win.
what's happening to the world?
The kids are having fun.
People just bored.
Condoms up their nose.
Yeah.
Ew, she did it. Show it.
Let us see.
She did it.
Oh, she's pulling it out of her mouth now. Oh,
Would you eat that after?
Huh?
Would you eat that after it was up your nose?
Her pussy? Yeah.
All right, well, that's what the kids are up to today. Now it's up to the condom challenge.
Yeah.
E-Rock, would you try it?
No, I don't think I'm doing that one.
That's rough,
No?
right?
Why not?
I don't think I could do it.
I couldn't either.
Chris Angel did that for us with what? What did he use back then?
String?
Was it just a string? Yeah.
The string eyeball thing is always my favorite.
Yeah.
Anytime I think of him, I think of his fail with the string. He had a string, and like he pulls a string out of his eye, and it's supposed to be amazing.
But where does the string start? Did he snort this? I think he snorted the
He
string.
did something. He put it in his mouth or snorted it, something, and then he pulls it out of his eye. It's amazing.
Right.
But the thing is, he has it fucking like coiled up already and shoved in his lower eyelid.
Right.
And it's there the whole time.
Right.
That he's talking until he does the trick.
Right.
So he starts pulling it out of his eye, and the whole clump of coiled up string just fell out. And he like quickly like tried to extend it and be like,
See?
So stupid.
Right. Gets millions for that.
Millions.
He's getting millions for tricks that kids are now doing on the internet.
Yeah.
I admire the fact that anybody would put that in their eye to begin
I know,
with.
that's
No, that's easy.
Oh, no
it's gotta
way.
hurt.
No way.
Looks like string would
Fuck that, man.
make it all red and fucking hurt like you got.
You put it right in the corner.
Oh
no.
No way, dude. It was hard enough to put contacts in. I had years of practice.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate anything in my eye.
I was watching that show Brain Games last night on Smithsonian. It's like, they're like, all right, let's see if you can notice this. Or here's a test. Just try to see how many times we change the food on these people's plates. Pay attention and count. I got everything wrong. I was sitting there like I'm a fucking retard.
Did you?
Yeah, because then after it's done, it's like, well, did you count how many? And I'm like, yeah, I fucking got that one. Well, we didn't want to know that. Did you notice the bunny walking in the background? No! I was counting.
I hate those things. They're so annoying.
I know.
They're meant to just fuck with your head.
Can
you show me one?
There was one where it's like, All right, we're going to show you from the sideline.
But that's not fair if they're telling you what to do.
I know!
Okay, that's why that shit's not fair.
It was annoying
They
me.
should say what's going on here.
And then toward the, like the next show and the next, because they did like 3 in a row.
Right.
I started not paying attention to anything they wanted me to.
Right.
And I'm just looking at shit in the background.
Right.
And then I'm missing what I was supposed to be. It's like a crapshoot. There was one where they had a football, a kicker, and a field goal. And you were on the sideline, like probably at the, maybe the 30-yard line on the side. And he's like, let's see if you could tell if this goes through the uprights or not. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Right.
You know, 'cause it's kind of a side angle view.
Sure.
So they show the guy kick it, and I'm looking, and I'm like, yeah, that went through. I could tell. You don't have me.
Right.
And there's cheerleaders on the front, you know, doing little cheers. And then he's like, did you notice that 3 of the cheerleaders took their tops off during the time?
But they didn't
No, because I was looking at the football, you cock.
Right, you told me to look at the fucking football.
Exactly.
That's funny.
They had some great optical illusions, though.
I love the optical illusion shit. That's
where you're
bizarre.
looking at something and shit just disappears.
Right.
And then apparently your peripheral vision is so low resolution, it stinks. Like you really have to focus on something with your eyes. And you think your peripheral is just as good. You're kind of, you know.
Right.
But it's only there for like color, like color and motion. No details. So they did this thing where they had a girl hold an X in front of her on a big card. And you're supposed to shut your eyes, then open it, look at the X, and then shut your eyes again after like a couple of seconds. And meanwhile, they brought in 2 girls on either side, and you were supposed to pick out which one was the hotter girl. One was a guy. And I fucked up so many times looking, going like, welcome to the club. Oh, Jimmy.
Jimmy's all excited.
But your peripheral is so low res that you couldn't distinguish. Looking at it.
And what the show's called what?
Brain Games.
Brain Games on
Smithsonian.
Can you turn the volume up? Because it said you have to view this video full size, stare at it, and then look away when they're instructed to.
Staring.
Oh, this is where it's going to make the whole room all fucked up.
Either that or a big devil face will go, bah! Hate those.
No, everything's going to look like that.
Yeah, it's all going to fuck up.
Yeah, the sides are going to collapse.
It's a very kind of spirography looking thing.
After you stop looking at this and look around the room, everything you see, the side's going to look like it's collapsing.
In?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. I've done this one.
I'm staring. You got it, Jimmy? You going?
Yeah.
It's so hard to stare at something for a long time.
I know.
You always want to look away.
How long? How much longer?
It's got 2 balls under it.
Hour and 22 minutes.
Hour and 22 minutes.
How long is this, Sam?
Oh, my God. To go?
No.
Oh, all right.
It's good music, at least.
Oh, my God. Dan, dan, dan. I'm looking. Wow. This would be good, like, on acid.
Yeah. Fucking suited.
Yeah.
My eyes just switched over to fucked up mode.
Fucked up mode,
yeah,
right?
I could feel it.
Yeah. Whoa, what happened?
I don't know.
What's going on? Sam. Oh. Look away now.
Whoa.
Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing.
That was too far away, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe because I could see too much in my.
Yeah.
No,
we
that
suck.
shit usually works really well.
I saw.
I don't know why that one didn't work. That,
we
picked the worst one.
We have to be closer, I guess.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Worked for me.
It worked for you.
What did you see when you looked around?
Because you were closer.
Yeah, like
You saw everything collapsing.
no, it's like
toward the center.
light jets coming out of everything.
Oh, I think that's supposed to be what happened.
I want to see light
don't know.
jets. Hey, can we talk about the fat pig that wasn't allowed to tan?
We just did.
Oh, sorry, you're on.
I didn't mean that, man.
Sorry.
Look at this dolt on TV.
Oh, again with him.
Oh.
Who's that?
Wow.
Oh, Bernard Kleinman. Fuck.
Who's he?
He was the attorney for Ramsey Youssef in '93.
Oh, I see.
Boy.
Yeah, of course. They're already saying that the older brother was the driving force. And
Of course.
Seems kind of that way.
That'll be the...
Or are they making us feel that?
Yeah. I heard about this when I was driving in, this fucking fatty.
Yeah.
I do think the fucking company should give her a fucking refund.
But what's the problem?
She's too fat for the tanning beds.
So basically, they don't want their tanning bed busted.
She bought like a membership.
Right.
To this tanning salon.
Right. And then she got fat after?
No, I think she was always fat.
They
And she
changed the
goes,
rules.
I guess they changed the rules, huh? So she goes into to tan, and they're like, no, you're too fat. And she goes, fuck you, give me my money back. And they go, nah, no refunds.
That's why wouldn't you refund her her money?
No,
That's just bad business.
yeah.
Yep.
That's just bad.
And what is she tanning for? Stop it.
But what
do you
kind of
give a
dummy
shit?
says no to a refund when you can't provide this? Come on.
You're right, yeah. They're scumbags.
Give the poor pig a refund.
You don't think fat people should tan?
Don't use the sun.
It's useless.
Stop breaking the tanning beds.
Yeah. It's useless. Why bother? She's not going to, it's not going to gussy her up any.
Maybe go for a walk when it's sunny out.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of doing everything the easier way.
How about that?
That's crazy.
Yeah, because she's, it's fat people don't realize it doesn't matter how you accessorize. It doesn't matter the fucking nice sweater, fucking pantsuit combo that you put on.
Right.
It doesn't matter your hairstyle, how well you put your makeup on. It doesn't fucking matter. Because the first thing people do is look at you and go, you're fucking fat. They don't go, ooh, what pretty earrings. Your friends say that. but
your friends say that.
They're also thinking you're fat. Just fucking, you're fat. I love when I see them in the stores and they're fucking like they're shopping and they're holding up like a sweater and they're looking in the mirror. It's like, don't bother. Why are you even fucking bothering?
What do you expect them to wear?
You know what? It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Grab something. Throw it on. They're in front of the mirror. They're primping. They're fucking, I see them, they get their hair done at the beauty parlor. Why? Just run a brush through it and go out. You're a fucking fatty.
It's about looking good inside.
Ugh. What a load of shit that is.
How you feel inside.
What a load of shit.
Just put something on.
Just throw something on that disgusting mess you call a body and walk out your fucking extended door.
Should we play it over there or over here?
Yeah, let's hear it, because she's claiming...
you want to play it?
Over there.
Discrimination.
Over here? Okay, so we got fat woman. How fat is she? Like 500, 600
No, she's
pounds?
not. She's not. She's fat.
No, she's too...
She's not. She should
too
be
fitty?
Yeah, like she's unfuckable fat, but she's not like she should be smothered with a pillow fat.
I was kidding.
Yeah.
It's obvious she's not 600 pounds.
800 pounds.
I've never had anyone ever tell me
Ever.
that I couldn't tan because of my size.
Kelly McGreevy says Aloha Tanning turned her away.
He said, sorry, but I'm not going to be able to let you tan today because we've just implemented this new policy where anyone over 230 pounds can't go in one of our beds. It really upset me. That's discrimination.
McGreevy then asked for a refund of the nearly $70 month-long tanning package so she could take her business elsewhere.
And he said, no, we don't give refunds.
Would you smell the tanning bed after she was in it?
Eek.
The amount of sweat that must gather.
That's got to be horrid. No, they should give her a refund. I mean, really.
Yeah, this place is worried about their tanning beds, but yeah, that's just bad business.
There's no reason not to give her a refund.
But how embarrassing. You got to tell someone they're too fat.
Yeah, hi, you're too fat for our
Basically,
tanning
you're
beds.
too fat.
Yeah, sorry.
Or maybe he loved telling her. Maybe he couldn't wait. He probably was. He came in early, hoping she'd show up.
Yeah. I can't wait to tell this pig.
And she wasn't even going there to tan. She was just going there for something else. And then he goes, yeah. Come here for a second.
Yeah, let me tell you something.
Bad news.
Too fat for our beds.
Part 2.
McGreevy called police, filing a report against the owner of Aloha Tanning, Justin Heilman.
I asked to see a policy, and he said no, absolutely not.
We asked to see it too.
We were just curious about your weight limit policy. Well, there is a weight limit on the acrylics. It's like 230.
230 pounds. Do you have that written down anywhere?
No, we discussed that with the people.
But it's not written on the sign-up form or anything?
No. We
Get out of
have
here.
a lot of bigger people that come in here, and they know that they can't go into the lay-down beds because they're so, they're bigger.
She said only the manager
fat.
could approve a refund. And while McGreevy works on that, she wanted other people to know her story.
I mean, maybe there are people that have come here before or that are going to come here that are overweight, and I just want them to know that you could be mistreated. I just want my money back.
How about going to the gym instead of there?
Yeah, really.
How about that?
Exactly. You're going to spend some time tanning. Take that time that you would spend tanning and go to the fucking gym.
Some people are okay with just being fat, though.
Yeah. I know.
They don't give a fuck.
You know what, though? They
doesn't
do.
bother them. It bothers
They
us.
do. Every one of these fatties that say it doesn't matter, if eventually they lose the weight and you talk to them, they say, like, oh, I was in denial. Oh, fuck. Oh, I never liked it. I never felt good. I never... Just lose the fucking weight.
But the thing is, they should give her the money back. Like,
yeah,
absolutely.
What fucking dummies?
But I couldn't even understand that point. The acrylic has a weight limit when you're laying down on it. If she busts through that thing and cuts her fat ass up on the lighting device,
she'd sue.
So, you know, yeah, just give her her money back. You never would have heard of this.
It's not discrimination if there's a physical problem with you doing
Right.
something.
Right.
But they should have it written down. It should
Yeah.
be a written policy.
Yeah. Where is this? It's like Long Island.
Akron.
I don't think it is.
Akron, Ohio.
Akron. I'm from Akron.
Akron, Ohio.
Yeah.
So, that's where we're at.
Wow.
We got to listen to Ryan Lochte after the break.
What does he say?
Well, he's the dude from that clip
Oh,
where
of
the
course.
Philly anchors were laughing their asses off.
Yeah.
I didn't know the reality show officially started.
Yeah, I guess they had their premiere. It's so obvious that they're like, well, he's a good-looking guy. He's retarded. And he's we found a dude Kardashian.
Uh-huh.
And that's the whole thing.
Is he really that dumb?
He's really fucking stupid, yeah. Yeah, I mean, he is that dumb. He's Chris Humphrey's dumb.
Ooh.
Which is really dumb.
I don't think Chris Humphrey's as dumb as everybody thought, though. I mean, the fact that he won't let this lawsuit go.
No, it's done.
Oh, is it over now?
It's officially done.
What finally happened?
They just settled or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Literally, it just finished over the weekend.
Oh, okay.
Like a couple days
You think
ago.
he got a lot of money out of her?
Oh, fuck yeah. So how dumb is he? They
Well,
do
I mean,
make
his
fun of him.
lawyer's smart.
They make fun of him at every fucking basketball game, though.
Because he's an idiot.
Yeah.
He didn't see it coming? Did she really just get married for the publicity?
I would say absolutely.
It seems like
That's
it.
so fucked up.
Yeah.
She was done quick and moving on and all knocked up.
Is she still with Kanye West or they split?
No, they're together and she's having his baby.
I know she's having his baby.
Yeah, that's
but-
going to be a disaster, though, in the end. That whole thing. That's obvious.
You think so?
Oh, fuck yeah. Kanye will easily move on. No problem.
You think there's any chance that the baby's going to be spoiled?
Oh, Christ. And what's going on with Kris Jenner and Bruce Jenner?
I don't know. I haven't heard. They were saying for a while they were getting divorced, but then
Oh, no.
I didn't hear anything.
Now
about it
what?
recently.
You read the diaries? The Kardashian diaries from the old man before he wrote a lot of shit down.
Well, you're right.
Did he say OJ was guilty and I know it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. Where's that fucking page in your diaries?
Yeah. The most important page.
He fucking did not like Kris Jenner whatsoever. She was supposedly having an affair, and he's left home with all the kids while she's out there doing her fucking thing. It's really coming to light that Kris Jenner is just a fucking...
Yeah.
Just not a nice person.
It really is odd. This family, I don't hate them, but they contribute really nothing. Meaning, like, none of them are famous for anything. Do they do anything interesting besides just spend money?
Called being a socialite.
It's really bizarre how people care about them.
It's really strange. And
People care about anybody you fucking throw on TV long enough. It's amazing.
Rob Kardashian got fat.
Yeah, I did.
See, Sam knows this shit.
He's really fucking fat now.
I didn't realize. I stumbled upon a fat picture of Rob Kardashian yesterday.
I've never heard of him. I've never heard of Robert.
He's the brother. But he's a fat guy now.
It's amazing how he doesn't have. It's not like he has to have a job. He doesn't have to do anything. He can't be too busy to work out.
Right. Yeah, all he has to do is work out, but now he's just a fat guy.
Oh, yeah, he's...
With his Jimmy Kimmel sweatshirt that's nice and snug. It's obviously an XL.
Right. He's outgrowing the big sweatshirt that Jimmy Kimmel gave him. That's how he used to
Look at
look
this.
just about a year ago.
He's like a good-looking kid. He's got tons of money. He
Right.
knows famous people, but no.
Like, fuck
He
it.
can't just do the one. All he has to do is not be fat.
Yeah,
In
he
life.
doesn't have to go to work or anything.
Nope.
Your whole job is to go to the gym an hour a day. How hard could that be?
He gave up.
His life is to just not be a big fat mess, and he can't do it.
Right.
All right, just don't even go to the gym. Just don't eat pizzas and Twinkies all day long.
Yeah.
I was watching a horrible fucking movie last night. That goddamn
Jungle Fever?
Yeah. Oh God. That goddamn Gangster Squad.
That looked awful.
Oh, it did
It's
look bad.
terrible.
And Sean Penn is great, but in that
Sean
he didn't
Penn's
look good.
No, it's too. I think they were trying to go for a very over the top thing. You know, I think they were.
Noir.
So I'm not gonna say like it was over the top, but it was just too over the top.
It looked terrible.
Yeah, really bad.
Even his sound clips from it, like his little,
Yeah.
I run this town. I just didn't buy it.
It was bad. It just looked, instead of over the top, it looked like it was just poorly acted.
Right.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be huge.
Yeah, it
had
wasn't.
Sean Penn, Ryan Gosling, and Emma, what's her name?
That's where I noted that.
Watson?
No,
I'm
Emma
sorry.
Stone. That's where I noted that Ryan Gosling guy. He's got wacky go funny eye, dude. He's got wacky go funny eye that the girls just fucking don't even acknowledge because they love him. But his fucking eye is like he's looking one way and the other eye's way off to one side.
Yeah.
Dude, it's not right.
You think it's a glass eye?
No, he's just got
dead eye.
He's just got go funny eye. He's got
Lazy
fucking lazy eye. Man. But, yeah.
So the movie sucked?
It was awful. It was just, Yeah, and he got like fucking, what's his name there? Brolin?
Josh Brolin?
Josh Brolin's in it.
He's a good actor.
Yeah, and fucking retarded Giovanni Ribisi. And it just was terrible.
That's too bad.
Even the action sequences, like the shootouts, the gangland shootouts and stuff, were like, who cares?
Because it just looked like an unbelievable and hunk of shit movie.
It was.
And Penn is one of the best actors ever. And it just didn't look like a good piece of work. His accent I didn't buy.
Yeah, it was awful.
You can watch The Lone Ranger when it comes out.
Who's in that now?
That's Johnny Depp and our buddy Armie Hammer.
Johnny Depp
Nice.
is playing the Indian, right?
Tonto. Actually looks kind of badass.
Any Indian groups all up in arms about a non-Indian?
He might
playing?
have some Native American. Does he?
I bet he doesn't.
He says he does.
Is this it?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Oh, that's Armie Hammer, right?
Oh, shit. Whoa. What do you do there?
Climb down.
Oh,
They
man.
put him on top of a thing.
It's on a big scaffolding on a. He's on a big wooden old scaffolding on a mountaintop.
On the edge of a cliff.
Are you talking to that horse?
Wow.
Why am I covered in dirt? I buried you.
Oh, wow.
Why am I alive?
Johnny Depp looks kind of badass as Condom.
Yeah.
Men rode into canyon.
He talk him like
Dug
this.
7 graves. Horse says you are a spirit walker. A man who has been to the other side and returned. A man who cannot be killed in battle. Something very wrong with that horse.
Holy fuck.
Jerry Bruckheimer.
That looks good.
Yeah.
Got little one-liners in there.
Yeah.
We
Good.
lack justice. Justice is what I seek, Kimosabe.
Kimosabe.
People think you are dead. Better to stay that way.
You want me to wear a mask?
There'll come a time when good man must wear mask.
Let's do this.
Silver bullet.
All right.
This looks action-packed.
Yeah.
It looks kind of fucking awesome.
Might like this.
Whoa.
Train coming off the rails.
That's a pretty cool shot, huh?
Yeah.
No visual element, sorry.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
This looks pretty fucking good.
Wow.
They said next summer, but has the trailer been out there a while? Is it this summer?
Oh, it has to be. It wouldn't be out there 14 months early.
Yeah, it's.
There's no way that's that.
I don't think there might be a teaser.
Yeah, it's out this summer.
Yeah.
I said next summer, but all right, good.
Yeah, 'cause it came
Wow.
out in December.
All right, nice.
So,
That looks
Wow.
fucking good.
That does look good.
You think
Remember
we had
the,
Armie Hammer to promote that? I hope so. He's been cool.
Yeah, he's
becoming a big star, though.
He is becoming a big star.
Big action movie. Remember the original Lone Ranger, the old guy? What's that?
Clayton Moore.
Clayton Moore, and he went around dressed as the Lone Ranger, right?
This is a great story.
He went around dressed as the Lone Ranger, but he didn't own any of the rights to the Lone Ranger.
Right.
But he was indeed the Lone Ranger because he's the guy that played him.
And that's all he had.
It's all he had in the world.
His entire life, that's all he had was the fact that he played the Lone Ranger.
So he would go to these cons and these appearances and whatever as the Lone Ranger. And the most iconic thing about the Lone Ranger is indeed his mask, the little black mask that goes over his eyes. So they put they sued him and gave him a cease and desist, saying he could not wear the iconic eye mask. So he had to go out dressed as the Lone Ranger with the hat and the buckskin fucking shirt and the pants and the boots, wearing giant dark cataract sunglasses. Those glasses they give old people when they have cataracts and need to wear the dark glasses. So he wore those with this fucking Western attire.
What shithead? Why would you sue the guy? Like, what a fucking
Poor guy.
scumbag.
He didn't make that much money playing the Lone Ranger. And he pushed the whole franchise forward for them.
Exactly.
Give him a break. Do you got a picture where he was wearing the glasses?
You look at Clayton Moore.
Like he's got fucking glasses.
Now, find the darker ones. There's
There
dark
are
ones.
He did go with
glasses.
the dark glasses for a while.
Yeah, like the blackout. Look for Clayton Moore.
Well, there's a lot of pictures of him with just different
Different
sunglasses
types of
on.
big sunglasses on.
Oh, there you go.
Is that the one?
There you go. He's got sunglasses on instead of the mask.
Oh, that's terrible.
What fucking assholes.
We just stink.
Sue this guy.
Really?
Unless he was a real dick.
Yeah, you never know. But, I mean, I think they were just trying to protect their stupid interest, and they fucked him over in the
Well, there's
intern.
one where he's definitely a lot older with the mask on.
Yeah, maybe after a while he won.
Talking to Miss Doubtfire and her friend.
Yeah, two pigs.
Look at that fucking lady. Jesus.
Lone Ranger fans of the female variety are not attractive.
You don't think so?
Clayton Moore's dead, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Did he die?
Yep.
I see his tombstone up there.
That's a good indication.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
a
he
good.
died in 99.
99.
99? Wow.
Like it's 1999.
Dun, dun.
Johnny Depp just plays weirdos now. He's like a weird guy.
Disney loves him.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Well, he
Disney's
brings in the money.
pumping out some fucking chicks to Johnny Depp.
He looks great as Tonto, though.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
He's like ageless, that guy. He's fucking ageless.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he wants to play all these weird roles, because they all have makeup and face paint.
A lot of makeup where he can.
But every character seems to have that, so maybe he's just like one of those guys who doesn't want to.
Johnny Depp in
Age.
Pirates of the Caribbean. I just read recently that someone turned down that role. Fuck. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it after the break. I think it was on BuzzFeed. Oh, what?
No,
Oh,
Jimmy's
fuck that.
goofing on me.
No, just that you said it was
It
you.
was me.
Wasn't you?
No.
There was a
Why
really
would they offer you that?
it's a really famous actor that turned that down, and the reason was weird too.
Oh, Denzel?
The reason was weird, yeah. Johnny Depp.
Shit, I didn't think we were going to talk about this today. I'll find it for after the break. It's just a quick one. Yeah, let's see.
Oh. Let's see.
Who?
Orlando Bloom.
No.
He was in there.
He was in
first
it.
one.
Yeah, no, I don't it was...
Yes, Sam.
Sam. Was it Neo from The Matrix?
Oh, the fucking the Lone Ranger is coming out this Saturday.
It is? In Austin?
Yes, it's funny you should say that. It appears at the Moon Tower Comedy Festival.
Nick Cage?
It might have been Nick Cage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might have been Nick Cage.
Yo ho ho, bottle of rum.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Nick, can I ask you a question? All right.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I don't know.
Hugh Jackman.
Yes, that is it.
Hugh Jackman.
But why did I say yes to Nick Cage? But it's definitely
Wolverine.
Hugh Jackman. And this is where I did see the fat Rob Kardashian. I was on BuzzFeed.
Wolverine.
What did they say about Hugh Jackman? There was a reason why he turned it down. Some dumb reason.
Let's see. He turned down the role long before he was ever made a name for himself.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. But the movie probably wouldn't have been successful. I mean, it wasn't supposed to be a big movie.
Yeah, that's why that stuff is always fucked up. Because they picked the right actor in the end for these big-time movies that were hits.
And he just did that Keith Richards impression the whole time, which is what he said he was doing. And that's,
right.
You know, Hugh Jackman would have, he probably would have done this musical.
Right.
You know, oh no, put your swords down.
I'm a pirate. I'm a pirate. Yeah,
I hate like big
Singing
fucking
and dancing.
musical music.
Oh.
You know, that like the pirate battle music.
Yeah.
I'm a pirate.
Oh.
Sunshine.
We're all pirates today.
Yeah, butt pirates.
Oh God, I saw fucking Con Air over the weekend.
Fucking great.
And
It really is a good
it's
movie.
so bad.
It's a terrific movie.
It's so bad. The music, like every time Cyrus the Virus is on, it's like this 80s fucking kind of sounding like guitar riff and to the fucking who's that?
Chappelle's in it.
Yeah, Chappelle has a little part in it.
Cyrus the Virus. What was his name?
He bragged that he killed more men than cancer. Oh, these are some of the lines. And Nick Cage's fucking accent. I don't know. Put the bunny back in the bar. He's trying to do like this southern Louisiana type accent. It was infuriating. Infuriating.
Yeah.
And he must have had a shitty lawyer.
Yeah.
3 guys jump him in a parking lot, pull a knife on him. He fucking hits the guy in the face and he dies. And he goes to prison for 7 years.
Can we get some volume on this? I want to hear his accent.
His accent.
Facts in our plea bargain.
I will not plead guilty.
You can get 10 years.
Guilty. I will not plead guilty.
Admit to it. Get 4. Serve maybe a year.
How about go to trial and realize it's complete self-defense?
You have pleaded guilty to manslaughter in the first degree.
Cameron
Your
Poe.
military skills, you are a deadly weapon and are not subject to the same laws as other people.
Oh, really?
Vote, because you can respond with deadly force. It is the order of this court
To a deadly
you be
situation.
remanded to a federal penitentiary where you shall remain incarcerated for a term not less than 7 to 10 years.
Whoa. Oh, boy. Damn it. Oh, boy. Con Air. Oh, this is so bad.
Cyrus the Virus.
Oh, yeah. What is this, the whole movie?
Yes.
Oh.
Steve Buscemi was in this.
Yeah, he played the pedophile that didn't kill the kid.
Your smile.
Ving
your
Rhames.
laugh. I'm not angry.
Why didn't he?
Not angry.
It's so stupid. He's.
I am, however,
Michael
Yeah, listen
Williamson.
to this.
think that I won't be there to see our child come into the world, cradled in your arms, and her first smile. I got your package. Those pink coconut things have made me quite popular. Met a guy just the other day, Baby-O. He sure does love them.
Ah.
And now I don't.
You should have done this accent to him on the plane the whole time. So, Nick Cage, what you doing? Where you headed to, Nick?
Can I take a picture with you?
Yeah. Mind if I take a photograph with you?
Yeah, I feel like we're on Con Air together.
Yeah, look, we're on Con Air.
Hey, Castor Troy, are you on Con Air?
God, would that have annoyed
Imagine
him?
if your head was on fire like Ghost Rider.
Can I call? I'm just going to call you Cameron Poe.
Daycare center.
Yeah.
Teachers, Miss Gordon.
All right, fast forward to something.
You still
Get to an
talk
action.
to all those people?
Get to an action. Right there.
Right there?
Yeah, I don't know, but copy action. Oh, there's already been
His
action.
hair's all long and wild.
He's crazy, man.
What's he digging out of the wall there? Escape
that's-
from Alcatraz?
I guess this is how they know that they escaped.
Oh,
and,
fucking...
And Cyrus the Virus is on the plane. Look out.
Who sells that?
Oh.
Who's that? What's his name? John...
Cusack.
The Virus. It's the virus. They're
Did he
ripping
say
you
the
off.
virus?
Yeah.
The virus.
Hi, guys. I'm going to hijack the plane, guys.
Oh, no, you can hear his elephant music.
Oh, no. Look out.
Con Air. All the guys with guns waiting for him.
Oh, yeah. Look out. They're the worst of the worst on this plane. Every fucking
Bureau of
cliche
Prisons.
bad guy.
Is it cliched?
Yeah, it's so bad.
I don't remember.
Yeah, Steve Buscemi at some point, gets off the plane and walks around and goes to this trailer park, and there's a little girl there, and he's sitting like at a little table talking to her, and she's talking to him like almost like the scene from fucking Frankenstein. And then you see him walking back to the plane, and he's got the kid. The kid was holding a doll, and he's got the doll that the kid was holding, and walking back to the plane. You assume he killed the child. And when the plane takes off at the end, you see the kid run out and wave to the plane like they had to show that he didn't do anything. Meanwhile, he would have fucking eaten the kid based on what his character was supposed to be.
Which one is Cyrus the Virus?
Oh, look out. It's fucking Malkovich.
Oh, is that him?
Yeah, right there.
Oh. Why is he all dressed different than them?
He was on the plane.
He was on the plane, so he switched uniforms after they killed the guard.
Oh, they killed him. I see.
Yeah, look out.
Oh, Nick Cage looks really sexy.
You hear that, boys? We caught the plane, man. Shut the fuck up, Curly, all right? You won't get us caught.
Fucking Chappelle. Oh, the fucking gay Spanish guy. It's got everything.
It's got all the features.
Everything, all the features. And John Cusack.
Spanish from Bogota.
Do you know?
Rain in this movie?
Do you know? I just want to let you know. Do you know Edgar Allan Poe? You ever hear him?
Yes, I have.
Do you know he's considered the godfather of goth?
Wow. More people would probably be aware of that if anybody had seen that film.
Film is all right.
that?
The film is all right.
Watch it?
I did watch that one. It was all right.
But when
It wasn't
said
great, but it wasn't horrible. It was just kind of there.
I had bet that he was going to say it, and then he said it.
John Cusack is one of those actors that does play himself in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
Same type of guy.
Oh, yeah.
No matter what he's playing. He was cool, though. What the fuck?
He was fine.
He was
yeah,
all right.
yeah. I
What
thought it
year
was
was
going to be a
this?
problem.
98, 97, or was it earlier?
I don't know.
This is like when Chappelle was on fire with movies and stuff.
That's about right. I would say late 90s.
Can you check that? Or is it earlier? Am I crazy?
97.
Fucking 16 years ago?
All right, we got
97? Wow.
We got Ryan Lochte, a couple clips from his new reality show. And then I'm finding out that he was on Letterman, and Letterman beat him up for being dumb as well.
Yeah? That must be nice.
Is there any way we can find that clip possibly? I don't even know if it's good. I mean, it looks great in writing. It says Letterman did have a little fun with the 11-time Olympic medalist, asking him, which is your strongest stroke? Lochte answered, honestly, I don't know. Letterman writes, is there someone we could call? You might have to call my mom.
What?
And then Letterman went on to ask, my God, you've been in 3 Olympics. Were you aware of that?
Were you aware of that?
It's really getting around that he's a dummy, huh? Sam.
Oh, yeah. He's retarded.
The clips are good from his show?
Yeah, you wouldn't believe how stupid he is.
Is he a good athlete?
He's unbelievable.
He's a great swimmer. He
had a pretty damn good Olympics. Absolutely.
Well,
And when we come back, I have a film suggestion, too, that Colin turned me on to. And I know I've given Steve Martin a beating, and then I stopped doing that, and I'm glad I stopped doing that. Because this was a good movie with him.
Oh. Well, do tell.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
I remember finding out about you. Every day my mind is all around you. Looking out from my lonely room, day after day.
I like this one, Badfinger.
What's this, Badfinger?
Yeah, Badfinger. Peter Ham was the lead singer.
Uh-oh.
He was doing pretty well for himself.
Was? Uh-oh.
This reminds me of Pergament. When I worked in Pergament home
Really?
centers. Yeah.
Really?
The stuff that would play, I think, what year is this song from?
Well, it was early 70s.
Stuff that would play on the radio reminds me of that because we would have like Light FM playing.
Yeah.
And what was that Gregory? Can you turn this down to your act? There's a fucking song, Gregory, Oh, fuck, man. It's from like 1988, 86.
Oh, Gregory.
What are some big songs from around there?
Gregory.
No.
He just asked what are some of those
number.
But he just asked what are some of those big songs from around there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
Where do we begin?
I know.
Gregory.
Oh, do you have it, E-Rock?
No, this is...
Oh, Gregory, right.
No, his name, the guy's name was Gregory Isaacs.
Gregory.
Find a Gregory Isaacs song. No, not this.
By the short
While he finds that, I just want to finish my thought on Badfinger. So, Peter Ham was the lead singer, and the reason we played that song, he hung himself.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
He hung himself a real long time ago. You guys.
Oh, he
you
did?
guys.
When did he?
1975.
Oh,
he killed himself in 74 years after that?
Yeah, they were doing well, too, man. He was 27 years old.
And we're just getting this news?
Yes. They finally found his body.
Oh. I thought he was on a big world tour.
Another rock guy at 27, though.
Oh.
1975. They were doing well.
Boy,
they
did
had
he
a
fall
couple,
through the cracks.
Oh, man.
They had a few good hits. Baby Blue was one of their hits. I believe Paul McCartney was involved with this band somehow, too, right? Yeah, man, they had a lot of attention, and then the fucking guy goes and hangs himself.
While they were still a band, huh?
I believe so. Right, Sam? They were still a band. And what was Paul McCartney?
He's a Beatle.
Stump
fucker.
They were signed to the Beatles label.
Right.
Apple.
And Come and Get It was written by Paul McCartney.
Was it?
For Badfinger.
George Harrison used Ham's talents for a number of album sessions.
Yeah, what the fuck?
You better hurry. I can give it. Why are we acknowledging this then?
It's just the anniversary, I guess.
Oh, okay.
This sounded like a Beatles song, right?
Yeah.
Kind of creepy. This is Badfinger.
It was.
I don't know if it's the anniversary.
No? Uh-oh.
After all that?
It says he died on the 24th.
We're off by a day.
Why are we always off by a day?
Boy.
Didn't we have that problem a while ago?
Yeah.
We were off by a day on everything.
What other songs do they do?
So tomorrow, remember this break.
Dun, dun, dun.
Come and get it.
What other songs
Because
do
a
they
lot
do?
of people thought this was a Beatles song.
Yeah.
Well, Day After Day.
Play another one.
Baby Blue was a big hit for them.
He needed the money. Oh, yeah, I remember this one.
Yep.
No matter what you are,
Dun, 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 dun.
I will always be with you.
Yeah, this is very Beatles-ish sound.
What you do, girl, with you.
Wow, how's that Beatles sound, right?
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. I think the chorus, too, sounds very Beatles-ish. With the harmonies and whatnot.
Yeah.
You like this one, Jimmy?
I do.
Look at Jimmy.
I do. I'm doing my Light FM dance.
Look, happy
Yeah.
Jimmy. Look at him.
Yeah, it's nice.
Look at him. Smiling.
Yeah.
Nothing to see.
So it's 38 years ago tomorrow.
Who made up the sheet?
You don't know?
Eric?
E to the rock.
The site that we get the info from said it was today. So
Maybe
I apologize.
Iraq just loved his last name.
Ham. Just in case people forgot his name.
Yes.
I remember the song, by the way.
Yeah?
Girl, I've been missing you. Da, 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 da. And
you've been gone.
no, this is by Gregory Isaacs, I think.
E-Rock, you got it?
I'm
Turn
looking
this
through
down now. Let's see.
I'm looking through Gregory Isaacs.
We're going back to
here.
Pergamons.
Turn this down.
Girl.
With little Jimmy Norton.
When I used to be Toast.
What?
I told you my nickname was Toast. I loved my nickname. So I'd come back from dinner stoned all the time. And they would actually just...
They would call you Toast?
Yeah.
That's not a good
Because
thing.
I was toasted.
Yeah, that's not good to be called
But they would
that.
page me as that on the thing.
Toast.
Toast to the front.
Oh, my God.
I liked it.
You were stoned?
Oh, I was fucked up. Yeah, I would always go out there. I would work what they called the 12-hour shifts.
Oh.
And I would go back and...
At Pergament.
yeah, and I would come back fucking high.
Did you like your job?
There was a guy named Terrence I worked with.
What was his nickname?
Just the black guy I worked with.
Oh, I know what it was.
Jesus.
Oh, fucking Ann.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah.
And,
Jesus.
yeah, Frank and John were my bosses, and there was a girl, Ann, from Staten Island.
Oh, was she hot?
She was fuckable. I would jerk off to her all the time.
Oh, yeah?
But she was kind of a bitch, and she was just would never say hello first. And I just remember the first time I ever heard of the song "Boom Boom Boom Let's Go" was because she was kind of singing it and dancing in the aisle by herself.
Oh,
yeah, but it wasn't that sexy. It was
she
like,
wanted
I hated
no
her.
part of you.
Nothing to do with me.
Yeah,
I can't let you go. You said you jerked off to her
constantly,
but you jerked off to you jerked off to lawn furniture back then.
Yeah, I was a bed.
I mean, you jerked off to everything, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
But her, I would jerk off.
What do you do at Pergament?
the fucking eggshell white label on the paint can. He's just spanking away.
The way the paint mixer was moving.
Yeah, put your balls on it.
I worked in receiving.
Receiving.
Yeah. And I did the same thing when I got sober. I went to Pergament and when they moved to the Brunswick Shopping Center.
I was a temp to hire for Xerox in Rochester, and I also worked in receiving and a little shipping too.
That was
shipping and receiving.
That was the best place in the store because you could smoke, you could fucking hang out and eat.
We had a ping pong table. We waited around for the pallets to come in. Half our day was just sitting around
Just waiting.
shooting the shit, and then we finally would get a pallet of crap and have to do the whole the paperwork on it.
What was better than when a truck wouldn't show up?
Oh, it was awesome. And then you had hours.
You didn't have to do anything.
No.
It's great. No dealing with customers, right?
No, you were in the back room.
Yeah, you're in the back.
Shipping and receiving was the easiest job ever.
Yeah.
E-Rock, you hear that song? Yeah. Oh, wow.
This is it?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Sounds like sexual healing.
It does, yes. Girl. It's not a bad song. But fuck, man, this is...
I think we did this break. We did this break, didn't we?
No,
We rock?
I don't remember
Oh,
that.
okay.
No.
This is Pergament. So I remember these fucking... Because these are the songs that would play. What year is this?
What does the chorus sound like? This isn't... it's kind of
This is
ringing
a
a
big
bell.
song.
It's kind of ringing a bell. Fucking 80s.
You don't remember this? I heard this song
No, this reminds me of
1,000
another
times.
song.
And you know...
This reminds me of another song, though.
It sounds like sexual healing in the back.
It does, yes.
Little-
What year is this? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well. Yeah. Okay, now I remember this.
I played this on CQ 102, Hit Music and More.
Ah.
This was a Hit Music and More song. Hey, we gotta go. We gotta go back to Peter Ham from Badfinger because the story gets better. Chris, hold on the line. I'm going to go to Mike in New York real fast.
Mike?
Mikey, he's going to add to what we know about Pete Ham,
Yeah,
who died tomorrow.
Tomorrow, 38
Back in
years
1975, not today. But we're doing our Badfinger break today. What do you got on this, Mike?
Pete Ham killed himself because his manager stole all his money.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What the fuck was Paul McCartney doing?
And actually, two
Not
of the
looking
guys
after
ended up
these
killing
guys.
themselves.
Yeah, another member hung himself as well.
Yep.
Around the same time?
Wow.
Only a year or two later, I think.
So the manager fucking stole their money?
Yep.
In what way? How bad?
In what way?
Pretty bad.
Where they had some and then they had none?
What I mean is more to the story, please.
They made a lot of money in tours
Right.
and with their record deal, but their manager twisted their deal in such a way that all the money went to him.
Oh, boy.
So those guys were basically broke.
Jesus.
And then he stopped talking to him altogether.
The manager did?
Yeah.
Fucking
Couldn't get in
cocksucker.
contact with him.
Whoa.
What a fuck.
We haven't talked to Bob Eatman in a while.
Why fucking
It's really
kill
tough to get him
yourself
on the phone.
before you kill that guy?
Yeah, I know.
Like kill the fucking guy. And then, if you feel so inclined.
Know why? Because of Jesus.
Jesus
Jesus would not like that.
says to do not kill.
Right.
Yeah.
You keep your eye on your money, right? I fucking...
But if you go with that whole thing, you're not going to heaven anyway because of the suicide.
Plus, he had a pregnant wife.
And he leaves her by hanging himself. What a
He
fucking
left a
jerk.
pregnant wife behind.
Damn.
Keep my mind on my money and my money on my mind.
There you go.
That's right, Jimmy. That's how I answer your question.
I'm thinking of letting my guy do my bills because I literally have no health insurance right now because I let it almost lapse, so I have to fucking do it today.
You gotta do it today.
I'm going to.
Today. Today, Maury. Today.
But you don't give him power of attorney. Like, I would never let him sign my checks. I'll
he
sign
signs everything for me. What the fuck? I
No
don't
way.
care.
No way.
No, of course not.
I check.
I learned from Billy Joel.
Send it out automatically on the computer.
That's too scary.
You just fucking know.
No,
it's
because
too
it changes. The rates
scary.
change for after health.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. I don't like doing automatic billing. I like to see what's going out.
I love it.
When the rates go up, I go, hey, I'll pay it anyway. You know, I always pay it. So what am I doing?
Yeah.
It's my illusion of control.
I love to see it coming in, and I love to see it coming out.
I do auto
Talk about
payments with
shit
things that vary, though. You know, I fucking, like my Lilco, LIPA, like Lilco. Fuck, what year is this? My LIPA bill?
Yeah.
That fucking automatically gets paid. Anything that varies, you go online, you fucking go to their site instead of your bank site, and then you just fucking, you know, give them the info for your account, and they just fucking take the money out. Yeah, I check it every month. I go over my statements.
I hear it's convenient. I hear it's very convenient.
It's so handy.
I don't want to lose
dealing with bills.
I don't want to lose Megan from DC because she's got a story about another lead singer.
All right.
Which this is going to make Peter Ham hanging himself make sense.
Make sense?
Go ahead, Megan.
You guys remember Firefall from the 70s?
Hold on, Firefall. What was their big song?
What was their big hit?
Because I know what you're about to say, so I really want to help set this thing up. What was their big song?
It was "You Are the Woman I've Always Dreamed of."
E-Rock, let us get a little of that.
Before you got it.
Damn it.
Before the info on Firefall, hold on a minute. We got.
I know this one.
Is this a Perkman song too, Jimmy?
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Last I've seen of my heart sat on my face, and that's the last.
Now, did Firefall have another hit? Anyone?
Were they one-hit wonder?
Megan? E-Rock?
They had some others that were like number 11, but
Number 11, coming in at number 11, it's Firefall.
That's not bad.
What, E-Rock, what's another song?
Just remember, I love you.
Aw.
Oh, yeah.
Nights get long in the
I would have said this was America.
America, yeah.
Has that same sound.
Does.
Or bread. Anyway.
Just remember I love you, and it'll be alright, alright. That's the song.
It's getting very excited. All right, let's go for a third hit. Do we have a third hit, E-Rock?
We're going deep.
Living Ain't Living, Strange Way.
Strange Way?
Any of those sound familiar?
I don't know. All right, Megan, what do you got on the lead singer of Firefall? Obviously a couple monster songs.
Yeah.
well, there've been a lot of members of Firefall, but this was actually the guy Larry Burnett who sang and wrote that big one, "You Are the Woman."
Becky Barnett.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's my UPS man.
Oh. If you write a monster song like that, you can't be working for UPS.
He's the UPS guy?
You can't.
Yeah,
Nothing against UPS guys.
I don't know. I could take a picture or something and send it to you, but he works in the UPS store right around the corner from my house.
And he was the singer?
Play Strange Way, E-Rock.
Yeah.
That. Has he told you this? How do you know this? Or just...
I knew it because another woman he worked with told me. He doesn't really, brag about it, but she said to me, "Do you know who that is?" And she said once Bono came in to see him and that he got her tickets to some big concert and all of this stuff.
Bono, instead of helping him out, visited him at UPS?
We know this song, too.
Is this one? Turn this on. Yes.
I don't know.
Hold on,
if
Megan.
Bono
Someone said I would have known this.
No,
Let me
we
see.
know this one, or I know this one. Wait for the hook. You know
the
this
hook,
one.
yeah. Sign here, please. Oh, God, I gotta leave one of these stickers on the door because no one's answering, and it's a signature-only package. Holy shit. I remember this. Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah. And now he's a UPS guy?
Oh, my God.
Fuck. What year do you think he ran out of money where he went, oh, fuck, I got to go to
UPS.
the UPS store and see if they're hiring? What year do you think? Somewhere in the 90s, maybe?
Previous experience. Firefall. Firefall.
All right, Megan, thank you.
What, Timmy?
No problem. Bye.
All right.
Colin's tweet just fucking made me physically ill.
Of course.
All right.
Welp, I have to go out. Secret recipe for today. 1 part smile, 1 part twinkle in eye, 2 teaspoons of can-do attitude. Stir ingredients.
What an asshole. That's great. He sure steps out with a positive attitude.
2 teaspoons of can-do attitude.
Can-do attitude.
Very nice.
Oh, my
Very nice.
God.
Brilliant.
And people are saying Badfinger was the only band signed to Apple Records.
Oh, was it?
Well, that deal sucked for them in the end, huh?
Well, the Beatles were on there too, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't they sign
there's
anyone
the video
else?
I was telling you about I saw earlier where they're checking out the pressure cooker bomb that they set off in the desert.
Like a pressure cooker.
Yeah, and they put plywood around it and shit.
Fuck.
Oh, some fucking
Lug
nuts and bolts in there. It rips right through everything.
Yeah, someone was lazy though. They didn't go and get the ball bearings.
Yeah,
so they had it looks like they had to improvise.
Wow, here's some nuts.
I mean, if
what the fudge?
If
they're reenacting, what happened in Boston, why wouldn't you get the ball bearings? Go all in.
Maybe they did have them too.
That'll hurt.
No, they didn't.
And masonry nails are always very good too. Oh. Those things without.
Watch, here. Watch.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
It's a big fucking fireball. And then they talk about the shock waves on the ground. You see the shock waves coming toward the camera?
Oh wow, that is?
Yep.
So would that knock you over?
Oh fuck yeah.
Damn.
Gregory Abbott, by the way, the guy's name was not Gregory Isaacs. Shake you down.
Very good, Jimmy.
Now, thank you. It was on Twitter, Frank A.
I love when we pick out a Pergament song.
I do too.
Who did that song? I pick you up.
Oh, that's one.
I remember that from. That's what that other song reminded me of.
Benny Mardones.
What?
Benny Mardones.
Are you kidding?
I'm good.
Really?
This is where you're in my wheelhouse, motherfucker.
Wow.
Go with Benny Mardones. And that's about a little girl.
Is it?
Come on.
He looks like a creep.
Into the night. Hit it.
Into the night.
Benny Mardones.
Let's see.
What year? This is a long time ago.
Oh, God, yeah.
I remember this.
Yeah. What year is this, Sam?
I don't know.
Iraq?
Because the other song you were playing kind of reminded me of this for some reason.
She has a hat. Puts it on her head.
We did this break, though.
It keeps
This is a pedophile song.
Oh, is this one of the pedophile
Oh, yeah,
ones?
we did this break. Listen to the words.
She's just 16 years old.
Well, what's pedophile about that?
Nothing.
They say
Oh.
They changed the words.
There's almost something Steve Perry-ish about his voice in the chorus. Not so much here, but yeah.
From 1980.
but I want you to know if I could fly, I'd pick you up and take you into the night and show you I love
Oh, yeah. The whole town is saying leave her alone, too.
Oh, boy.
But he's like, fuck that.
Well,
I'm going to get some.
Well, when's her birthday, really? Let's look into that.
And what state?
Yeah, what state are they in? When's her 17th coming up? I mean, really, why villainize the guy here?
Why so judgmental?
Yes, he wrote a nice song.
It is
crazy.
It is catchy.
Yeah,
you can sing along to this one.
Exactly.
And watching it go apart.
Oh.
And I would wait till
Did this guy have another hit? Or
no?
That's it, huh?
This is no. This is the definition of one-hit wonder. I do believe.
Yeah. Huh?
Oh no, I don't even think he came close. I could be wrong, but
that's it.
There's two other songs, but I don't think they were hits at all.
Yeah.
I Want It All and Someone to Love.
Oh.
People are shocked about the Firefall guy.
Really?
Yeah, I think we're just
UPS?
downplaying what just happened. People are like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" One guy wrote, Joe Hoff, 23. I know you on Twitter. He writes, "I would have guessed anything except he's my UPS guy."
UPS guy. I would just have that ready to blast that song every time I open the door for him when he's like, yeah, UPS, you open the door and just blast one of his songs.
If he can't make it with 2 to 3 solid hits,
yeah,
what the fuck are we doing?
Oh, my God.
And I mean we, meaning all of us.
Do you think he still has dreams, like, about...
He probably, like, does local karaoke or something, or, like, he's...
Or, like, no,
just hanging around with a band.
Like, literally, he's asleep and he's in front of an arena.
Oh. Was he ever in front of an arena? A lot of those guys that only had one hit never really performed live.
But back then, oh, really?
They didn't really perform live, the guys that just kind of had that one song.
They had, like, 3, though, kind of.
Yeah, a band like them, they probably
I think maybe
toured a little
opening
bit.
for someone. They probably played at some pretty big venues when
State
it was
fairs.
on the radio.
Big state fair.
And then he's like wakes up and it's like, oh, I got my brown uniform is right there. I got to just put on my brown uniform and fucking.
See, that's a guy.
Shit away.
Oh, he's a friend of mine. Hi, Jerry.
How you doing? He's a dear friend.
Hi, Jerry.
He's a dear friend.
So weird when someone just walks
Friend
in
of
here.
ours.
Yeah, I told Kenny, I texted him, he's like,
What's up, Jerry?
Hey.
What's up, man?
All right,
you guys know Jerry, right?
You look familiar, Jerry.
I gave you the Doors album.
Oh, right. That's right. I really liked that. It was the Doors album. Everyone signed it except for
Morrison.
Neil Diamond's writing song
No, thank you,
inspired by marathon bombing.
What?
Neil Diamond is going to write a song inspired by the marathon bombing.
Oh, no.
I cannot wait to get my hands on that one.
Sew up my blue jeans.
Oh,
It's going to work off.
Sorry.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey,
hey,
if he can address it, so can I.
Exactly.
Fuck him.
You know he's going to work off Sweet Caroline. Sweet Boston Town.
Yeah, it's going to be something stupid.
Sweet marathon. What could he say that's going to sound like that?
Strong Boston Town.
We're sweet town of mine.
Right.
You can't let them get you down.
Ugh. You don't bring me crock pots
anymore.
What a motherfucking.
Justin Stangel's suggesting we get Firefall guy. He wants me to put him on my elevator show in a UPS uniform singing that. That'd be great. But he's in D.C. He ain't anywhere close. People are losing it over the Firefall guy. You know how we talk about, like, falling asleep at night and stuff, and you're so relieved when you wake up?
Yeah.
He's the opposite.
He's the opposite.
Because in his dreams, you got to think, like you're saying, he's in front of massive crowds singing the hits. And then wakes up and realizes, oh, fuck, I'm late for work again. Oh, wait, can we play the music, please? E-Rock doesn't know. Hold on a minute.
Sorry, we were dealing with something.
Come on!
Why is it the one time we need you?
E-Rock, what were you dealing with?
dealing with?
Hotline rang. We thought it was Paul Mooney, and it's not. So
who is it?
Well, who answers the hotline?
Sal, but we were trying.
But Sal could be like, hello, who's this? It's Paul.
Why are you dealing with it?
Why do you need two people to
Sal
find
had the phone upside down. He was talking into the ear part.
This always happens.
We needed the...
There's only one time we really, really needed you.
So what happened?
Wait, who was on the
It
hotline?
was somebody for Roland. It had nothing to do with Paul Mooney.
So
why did you have to be involved with that?
Why couldn't Sal just field that call without you even being involved and you still staying by the board?
because he asked me if I knew who it was, and I didn't know who it was. I said, hold on, maybe that's Paul Mooney's guy, and we were trying to get rolling.
Can't Sal take a phone call?
Why can't Sal just say
Sal's
that?
capable of going, who's on the phone?
Wrong.
Shut up, it's
Sal did do something wrong. If he can't take a phone call and figure out who it is.
I know. E-Rock, there's a man on this magic device making sounds. Fucking blithering idiots. Just ask who it is.
Shit.
He didn't do anything. That was the sentence.
Does Sal not know the protocol on the phone? Like when you say hello, does he not think to say, who is this?
E-Rock, how could you not think it's ridiculous that 2 people are needed to answer a phone? It's ridiculous.
Do you know what we wanted?
No. I'm going through it.
He was busy being the second man answering the phone.
Right. The 2-man operation of answering a phone.
E-Rock just loves being involved.
Yeah, he does.
Watson, come quick.
Involved
I
a little
need
bit
you.
here, a little bit there.
Because if it's Paul Mooney's guy, E-Rock wants to make sure that E-Rock is the guy that Paul Mooney guy talks to.
Oh, my God. A phone can be answered. The hotline rings. Hello? Who's this? Oh, yeah, it's blah, blah, blah for Roland. I'm the. Oh, what is this pertaining to? Yeah, it's this, that. Okay, hold on. I'll see if Roland's around.
I'm going to give E-Rock a chance, though. You don't feel like Sal is competent enough to take care of that task, do you?
I thought he was. He asked me who this guy was because we were expecting Paul Mooney, and I said I don't know. You know,
so couldn't you have said, is this pertaining to Paul Mooney, sir?
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's okay. All right. Like, how could Sal not field a fucking phone call?
Sal, comment?
And can you save your thing for a second? Because now everyone is calling. They know about other guys from bands. Do you want to try this?
Sure.
All right. Let's go to Tony in Cleveland. Tony,
it's a very
go ahead.
difficult situation.
Get ready with the music, too, E-Rock. Go ahead, Tony.
Okay, guys, have you ever heard of a little band called the Raspberries?
Yeah, Go Your Own Way, or right? Go all. How does that?
That's Fleetwood Mac.
No. Go. Oh, fuck.
Raspberries.
Yeah, we know. What's the name of the song with Go?
Go Away.
Go all the way. Go all the way. Thanks, Jerry.
Jerry's the king of music trivia.
Is he?
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, Go All the Way by the Raspberries. Give us a little tip.
Lead singer was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This is like K-Tel Records all the way.
What about him?
You hear that nasty riff?
Yeah, that nasty guitar riff. He fucking made the song. Right.
That was Wally. He played a double neck. He was like one of the second guys ever to have the double neck guitar. Him and Page. Well, he now is a supervisor at a little factory over adult retards that put together little parts.
Oh, my God.
Here it is.
All the way. Wait, so he works with handicapped adults? That's nice.
So do we.
Yeah, apparently.
How do you know this?
Look, I answered the phone all by myself. Yeah, of course you did.
Wait, I'm going to help you plan a bus trip. Oh, boy.
Oh, bye.
What?
That's how I know it. I used to work there. No, I wasn't one. I was a supervisor. I wasn't under him.
Well, were you fired for having sex with the people you were in charge of?
I was diddling one of the employees.
All right, thank you, sir. We're going to move on to John in Philly. John?
Hey.
Hey, John. Hey.
So my boss does a drain cleaning, and he tells me, he goes, hey, I did a drain for a guy in Cinderella. You know this band? I'm like, of course I know this band. So a few weeks later, he calls me and goes, hey, the guy's drain's clogged, a different one. He goes, you want to go? I'm like, heck yeah, I want to go. So I'm all excited. The dude opens the door. He has like this big witch's hair, like he's still trying to play like a rock and roller, but he got like a wart on his nose and stuff. So I try to talk to him about music. He don't want to talk about music at all. I go in his basement. His basement is just full of old boxes of records, and it's all dusty. And then the worst part about it, we get done the job, he's like, man, I ain't got no money.
He's guy from Cinderella's broke.
Which guy, though? Which guy?
He's a keyboardist.
Oh, the keyboardist?
Yeah, he's a singer. That's why he's broke.
Right on, brother. Thank you. And one more. Frank in Brooklyn. Frank. Opie and Anthony, a little Jimmy Norton. What do you got?
Better?
I remember the band Alive and Kicking? Hold on a little tighter.
I don't know
that one.
Do you have that, E-Rock? Hold on a second.
I'm looking for it. Hang on.
What's it called? Tighter. Of course,
Thanks, Jerry.
Why wouldn't Jerry know? Music expert. That's why he's here.
Yeah, they're
hold on,
wedding band now.
He always blows it too. They
He got to the
they never know
punchline
how
real
to
quick.
tell a story.
What's he doing now, sir? We heard you.
Oh, I remember this one.
At least he's still singing if he's in a wedding band, though.
Yeah, I remember this one.
Yeah.
Old Brad Delp, you know, we've told the story many times, you know, from Boston, ended up in a Beatles cover band.
Sure.
Is this the lead singer?
Was this a Bee Gees ripoff?
Sounds Bee Gees.
Well, what about the drummer from Boston?
Oh, yeah, I know. He wound up on a hit show.
Oh, God, yes. Sibby.
The drummer's not, the lead singer's doing better than the drummer.
It's like the Bee Gees.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Anyway, maybe E-Rock's got what we need now. So, you know, a lot of us wake up from our good night's sleep thanking God that what we were dreaming about, it wasn't true. But not for the guy from Firefall who now works at UPS.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Hello, New York City. Oh my God! I gotta call the guys. When's rehearsal for tonight? I think I gotta rehearse a couple of times before the gig this weekend. Wait a minute. What? Oh my God! I work for UPS. No! Oh my God! I gotta put on a brown uniform and drive for 16 hours, dropping off boxes to people. Oh my God! I had a headband. Oh my God, I dreamt we were back and I was playing music. Ah! Oh, that was
Oh my God.
Maybe he owns it.
You think he owns it?
Oh, those stores are franchise, right? Maybe he owns a little UPS store.
Yeah?
You know what?
Maybe he took his Firefall money and said, you know what, this is what I'm going to do now. Open up a little UPS store.
That would be okay.
Yeah.
A little business.
Yeah, a little small business.
Wait, Alive and Kicking was Jen and Buddy's wedding band? Yeah, Melinda's saying that. They actually, wait, the whole band is a wedding band?
Yeah, that's what that guy was saying.
Oh, that's interesting. And it's, yeah,
well, at least
Melinda's sister and brother-in-law's, their wedding band was them.
Wow.
That's cool.
Damn. Where did they get the money to hire Alive and Kicking?
Right?
That's a lot of money to get them for a wedding.
Fucking, yeah. Cough up them ducats, yo. Some guap.
What's up,
Causing
Jerry?
a lot of guap.
I want to know about Jerry.
Jerry?
What are you doing, Jerry?
Visiting New York.
Visiting New York.
Now, Jerry.
Mike.
What do you do, Jerry? I think I've seen you in L.A. too, right?
Should I come up here? Yeah.
I think I've seen you in L.A., no?
Yeah.
I think you've showed up at some of our gigs out there. Long time ago.
It was the X Games, I think.
Yeah, see, I have a good fucking brain.
Shit.
Jerry's
I do
a
remember
time
seeing
ago.
Jerry.
Jerry gave me a Midnight Cowboy poster signed by Voight and Hoffman.
Holy
John
fuck.
Voight.
But
Really?
He's the best photo collection. It makes me sick to my stomach, the people he's met. It
what do you
hurts
do?
me.
What do you do? You hang out and get pictures and stuff? Autographs?
Yeah, I pretty much got a picture with everybody, but
Wow.
Jerry's a maniac.
Yeah.
But for some
You
reason,
met John Voight?
I met him a lot of times.
Yeah? Did you drive in his car? No?
Driving his car.
Yeah. John Voight's car.
John Voight.
John Voight.
Is this Seinfeld?
Of course it is.
Is your mic on?
Yeah, unfortunately. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with you. I like Jerry.
Jerry,
what do you do in L.A.?
Roky Erickson's struggle with mental illness.
Who?
Rock revival. What is that?
What?
I don't know. It
Rocky
says
Erickson's struggle with mental
it
illness.
says Roky. R-O-K-Y.
Who's he, though?
Who is he?
I don't know.
Was he working at
I
UPS?
figured we were doing a music break. We might as
Rocky
well.
Dennis. He started a band.
Rocky pleaded insanity and was committed to a psychiatric hospital.
Oh,
He was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia. He was treated with Thorazine, electroshock therapy, and experimental medications.
Nice.
He described it a little bit to me.
What was his song? Can we know this guy?
Unexpected. He said, sometimes, I hear
That's his
something,
son?
and it's rana, and I tell him to shut up.
What's kept him alive, he says,
Oh,
is his music.
that's him. What music?
Things that you have that you love important and make sure
Oh, he's batshit
that
crazy.
you know you have them with you.
At least his hair looks fucking realistic. Every day is still a battle.
Who is this?
But Rocky
I
says
don't know.
his mental health is
His
improving.
big
song is bite the nurse's face.
And they spell Rocky R-O-K-Y, by the way.
Humble backseat.
Oh, that's funny.
What was his song?
Oh, the fucking yes, I remember his fucking
Oh,
song.
yeah?
Yeah.
What was it?
Pet the puppy to death. That was a really big one. I'm going to pet my puppy to death. It was like a country song. You're so pretty, I could throw my shit at you. Was another big one. You know? Jump up and down a lot was a big one.
What was his big song? Anyone?
I think it was rockin' my feces.
No, you know what? That was the follow-up. That was the B-side. The big song was Run Outside in My Underpants.
Rocky Erickson. Who is he?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
the fuck is this guy?
They blew off Boston Bomb coverage for this on CNN.
All right, let's see. Who is he?
He's from a group called 13th Floor Elevators.
All right,
Some
but how do
psychedelic rock thing.
do they have
Why
a
do they
song
even
that
fucking
we know?
deal with him? Maybe there's a documentary.
A lot of crazy people. Why did they pick Rocky Erickson today? Because of his documentary, his documentary.
They have a song called "You're Gonna Miss Me" from it was in the '60s.
And this is him?
I like this sound. Fuck it, let's go to break with this. Just
Oh,
play it.
here.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
I'd like to speak with Joe, please.
Joe.
Dola.
Joe Dolan.
Dildo.
Joe Dudo. Joe Dudo. Not here.
You sure?
Positive.
Okay, thanks.
Hello.
How's Ben in?
Hello.
Ben.
What number did you want?
It's a two-bar, right?
Yes.
Let's speak to Ben, please.
Who do you want to talk to?
Ben.
Ben?
Yeah.
Anybody's name Ben? 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 No, nobody
Last
but...
name is Mr. Dover. It's Dover's last name is.
Who is it?
Last name is Dover.
Ben Dover. Ben Dover. Not here.
How about you, Ben Dover? I can fuck you.
What?
How about you, Ben Dover? I can fuck you.
Listen here, cocksucker. If you come over here, I'll bust your
Come
belly
over there. I'll bust your fucking nose.
Come on over here, you son of a
won't even
bitch.
be there.
I'll be
Fucking
here.
fuck.
My name is Red. Red, come on over here.
Dick, you fucking
Come on over
mouth.
here,
You're
son of a bitch.
stupid fucking...
Hello?
Fuck you, man. Pat my two.
Why don't you tell me where you are? I'll come over and I'll school you. You tell me where you are and I'll come over. All by myself, I'll come over. You have 6 guys there. I'll shoot you, you son of a bitch. I put a few bullets into you. You motherfucker bum. You're a motherfucker. Your sister's a motherfucker. You're a cocksucker. Hello?
Yeah, how'd you like to be mutilated, you motherfucker? You cocksucking fucking douche.
Listen.
Yeah?
You yellow rat bastard, why don't you come over and say all these things?
I've been there.
You know, your friends gave you away because you bragged about it, what you're doing. So they told me who you are. So I know.
Who am I?
So I know who you are.
Yeah.
So just wait until I catch up with you.
You're a stupid cunt.
When I'll catch up with you, then you'll find out how those Z. You know how you make a Z? On both cheeks you'll have it. You motherfucker.
The guys are back from the toilet.
And now, back to our show.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Na, 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 na. All right. We got Chael Sonnen coming in tomorrow. Let's not forget.
All right.
Big fight with John Jones, right? Right around the corner at this point.
Yeah.
I thought John Jones was coming in too. Maybe they just don't want to see each other now. They came in together.
Yeah, they did.
And they were getting along, but now looks like John Jones will not be coming in with Chael Sonnen. We were excited to have them both in again. We could talk about Ryan Lochte. We're learning that he could be the dumbest man alive.
Yeah, apparently from the interviews he's been doing for this new TV show.
Some kind of reality show?
Yeah. He's a blithering idiot.
I hear Letterman had a good time with him. I'm also hearing that AJ Clemente will be on Letterman.
Really?
Yeah, that's why he's not doing our show.
Oh.
Is that right, Mr. Stengel? Stengel or Stengel? Stengel. Isn't that right, Mr. Stengel?
Do you see his brother made the news? Eric Stengel?
Eric always makes the news with his tweets.
With Nike? You have the story in front of you there.
No, what is it? Oh, the Boston Massacre?
Boston Massacre shirts.
What does he have to do with that? I know Nike's pulling the shirts.
Yeah.
He found them in the stores and took a photo, and then AP took it and ran to Nike with it.
What do you think about that? I don't think you should be pulling shirts and stuff. I know it's sensitive.
I get why they are, though.
It's, yeah, you could understand why. Everyone gets sensitive and shit. You can't goof on, or not, even though it's not a goof, you can't even address things unless it's in this solemn way when stuff like this happens. You can't joke about it. You can't talk about it with any kind of insensitivity.
Right.
You can't have a shirt that has any implication of it on it.
But I think it just takes care of itself. I don't think people are running out to the Nike store to get a Boston Massacre shirt right now.
They're probably afraid we don't want to buy it.
And I don't think they're going to, like, buy it and then run up to Boston and, like, rub it in everyone's faces. I think it just sort of it's its own little thing.
After a while, somebody tweeted last night, it was pretty good. It was like, hey, are we allowed to hate Boston again? Like, can we hate Boston again now? It's taking so long.
Well, you got the Knicks playing the Celtics.
Yeah?
In the playoffs.
Is that like...
Game 2 tonight.
Going on? Yeah?
There's a nice little rivalry there.
Yeah.
I'm taking a peek at the Knicks.
Well, you know what?
Mello is lighting it up there, Sam Roberts.
I know.
Your pal Mello.
I know.
And I'm not a big fan of Mello, but he's certainly getting the job done lately.
Yeah.
He's
Anybody
not as much as a ball hog.
And anybody that thinks, well, the Celtics, it's got to be the way, like a storybook thing where Boston goes through this tragedy and the Celtics got to go and take it all for the city and stuff. It doesn't work that way.
Nope.
Remember the Yankees after fucking 9/11?
Right. Up 3-2, and they fucking got beat by those cunting Arizona Diamondbacks.
Right, remember that?
Kurt Schilling. I'm glad he's broke. Fuck him. Fuck him.
Well, he did it to himself. He's close to getting a UPS job. Fuck the Firefall guy. Save Kurt Schilling a job. Yeah, the Knicks are going to destroy the Celtics.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, in this series. Yeah, I think so.
How can you tell? Basketball scores are usually so close. It seems to me it could go either way at any given moment at the end of the game when it, matters.
A lot of games go exactly that way.
It's amazing. It's like, all right, there's the end of the game, and you're within 1 or 2 fucking points of each other.
Right.
So it just matters, who gets the ball last, how much time is left for this guy to fucking heave it. It doesn't seem like it's like you can even have a blowout for the most part.
And I think a lot of hockey games are based on complete luck. So
you think?
Yes, they work their asses off to control the puck for maybe 2 seconds to try to get a shot.
Yeah,
it's an exhausting game to watch.
Yeah,
because they've gotten so quick and so strong that they they can't really set up any plays anymore. They got to be instant playmaking. Like when we were growing up, you saw your team coming up the ice. It was way slower, and they could like set up some shit.
I like when they set up
modern
by
day
the goal.
hockey, not even close.
And you only really see that shit during a power play now,
right?
Where there's a lot of fucking setting up, and they'll fucking pass the puck around,
right?
Trying to pick a spot. But it used to be that way with even sides,
right?
You know, the team would be over there and they're fucking knocking the puck back to the side over. Now it's like, get the shot off.
It's just exhausting, just trying to control the puck. We got Paul Mooney on the hotline.
Oh,
Mr. Mooney.
Hey, good morning.
Welcome to the Opie and Anthony show. You haven't been around in a while, sir.
Well, you know, what goes around comes around. I'm around now, so it's all good.
Yeah. It's all good.
There you go.
We're trying to figure out what happened at the comedy club because what's coming out is kind of sketchy.
Well, what's the sketchiness? What are they saying?
Well, we want to know how it all went down because I guess you had 20 people leave the club.
They were saying you were being insensitive, Paul.
And all we know is you said white people in Boston deserved what they got, and it was okay to lose a few limbs, and as long as no blacks got hurt, it was okay.
Oh, that's not true.
See, I knew they took that out of context.
Yeah, that's why we're getting you on the phone, because we're all assuming there had to be more to this.
Oh, it was more to it. It was a inside job. It was a setup. It was the police.
You're thinking conspiracy.
No. The police did it. They did it before a long time ago. They had a hit out for me. I mean, not a mental hit, not a physical one. Yeah, and because they're all a bunch of they're into occults. It's got a whole bunch of things. They're into religion, cults about it, white power, Ku Klux Klan. I mean, they're into a whole bunch of stuff. And a lot of them, a couple of them work at the club. They have those tattoos from jail on their neck. That white power and that insanity. This is what I said. I started out because for the opening act, actually made jokes about it before I did.
Oh yeah.
Okay? And that was okay because it was like a setup. Because a lot of the people that were there, a lot of blacks too, were friends of his. And all of a sudden, everybody was sensitive, about it. So they were heckling me. It's too soon to talk about it.
Wow.
Give it 3 weeks, Because what I had said was, that, let me think of her name, that old, she's gone now, that Jewish lady that a long time ago when they used to blow up things in Israel, remember? In this late, I think it all started right in 1939, but she had said that Israel was a school for the world.
Golda Meir?
Yeah, she said it was for the world. That there was a school that America and the UN and everybody was phony, and it was all about money, and it was a school to teach people how to blow up things, with this terrorist crap. Way before we knew 9/11 anything about it. She said, I want you guys' help. She said, you guys are not helping me. I mean, they also shot her and put her in jail. Everybody forgets this. Because she was going around the world.
You're like Alex James Earl Jones.
Yeah, kind of like, you're right. So anyway, she said that this was our future. It was the world's future. Because she was traveling around telling everybody she wanted them to help her. She said, you think it's going to stay here? She said, germs spread. They don't stay in one place. It's like if your body tells you you have cancer and you ignore it, that eventually you're going to die. She said, so this is our future, this 9/11 and everything else about terrorists. She said, if we don't stop it now, it's going to spread like a disease.
Yeah.
She said all this, and I said all that way before I made the joke about it. They knew. I gave them the buffer before I said what I said. And I said that we were getting I said myself too, what we deserved, because we didn't listen to her. We didn't help her. And I said her predictions came true.
But did you preface it by saying white people got what they deserve?
No.
Oh, okay, because that's what people are saying that you said, yeah.
Right.
No, I said we, all of us.
You're saying almost like when Kennedy got shot and Malcolm X said it was the chickens coming home to roost, talking about the violence. You're saying that we collectively kind of deserve what we get because we didn't cut it off when we could have.
Right, because we didn't stop it. Listen, you go for bad before it happens. You don't go for bad after it happens.
Mm-hmm.
Because America, come on. Before 9/11, Did we go for bad? No.
Not really, no.
After 9/11, we went for bad. Okay.
Now, how did you
go to the airport? You know, you go to the airport and they pat you down. They do all this stuff to you. They should have been doing all that stuff before that happened.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
How did you, Paul? How did they tell you that they were like? Did they let you know that night? Hey, we don't want you to come back tomorrow, or how did that happen?
No, they all knew. They all knew. No, they did it. They did it the next day. But I knew that night.
Oh, you did?
My crew and everybody I was with, and I called my manager, and I said it. And I also said it on the radio show because they asked me about Negrodamus. I was on some radio show, and they said, let Negrodamus make some predictions. And I said, here are the predictions. I said, because with this incident happening with these bombers and all this stuff, I said, they're going to cancel one of my shows. I know it already. I said, if I even mention it, I said, it's going to get them all crazy. So it's a setup. They already know. Look, first of all, I'm not, I mean, who do they think they're coming to see? I'm not Mickey Rooney, okay?
No.
I'm Paul Mooney, and they know, you get what you get. I mean, listen, I talk about, my whole thing is I talk about what's happening, and I talk about it. And it wasn't like, one little thing I said a bunch of stuff, and I talked about a bunch of stuff. I talked about slavery. I talked about the Indians. I talked about a lot of people,
Mm-hmm.
So were you surprised? Were people walking out? Were they friends of the opener, the ones that were walking out and objecting?
Yeah, they came to see him. Oh, yeah, I already know it. Because he was out talking to them. And there were people in the club who were also talking to them.
Okay. So you think that they just panicked? You think the club was angry at you, or that they panicked and worried it was going to be bad repercussions?
No, a lot of email came in. The police came. A lot of email came in. Too soon. It was too sensitive. It was a setup. And listen. You can look. I can't. I've been around long enough to know. You can always tell when it's an inside job. You can always tell. I mean, like when Kennedy was assassinated, inside job. You can always tell. When Lady Di was hit, inside job. Inside jobs, it always is in your backyard. It's always doo-doo, and it really stinks because you do it in your own backyard.
So you feel that they wanted to get you out of there?
I feel they wanted the controversy. The police. These police are they are stereotyped, the ones that work there. These big, overweight, huge police officers, And a bunch of them are either married to those black women or they're taking care of them. They're their mistresses. It's very weird. It's very weird. And see, it's not one thing. It's a combination of things.
Now, let me, when they fire, because there's always a weird thing with comics, because you had, I think, a sold-out show. So do they say, like, we're not paying you, or we're going to pay you on the sellout, we just don't want the hassle?
Oh, no, they can't do that. It's against the law, because you can't worship two gods.
Huh?
Someone, like where you work, that's two things. You can get in trouble for doing that. You can't do that. You can't control that. With a bunch of things, you can't have two things at once. Like in a courtroom, you can't do both. I can't fire you because I think that I hired you to paint my house and you didn't paint it right. And I said, well, I'm going to take your money from the club. I can't do that.
No, so I'm saying the club did pay you for the show that you didn't do.
They paid. Yeah, they paid.
Oh, okay.
They paid it. It was done already. They had already made the contract.
Right.
I did my job. I showed up. I performed.
Right.
I have to show up, and if I don't perform, then they don't have to pay me. But I performed.
So
and
that's
audience. When they left, the audience applauded. The audience started heckling the people that left.
Yeah, I mean, it is really weird. Like, if you go to see Paul's show, I mean, you're not surprised that he's going to say things that you may or may not find objectionable, but that's kind of part of what you do. And do you think people by this point would know that? If it was your first year of doing comedy, but after a long time, people know what your reputation is, and if that's what they want to hear, that's what they go for.
Well, a lot of people thought they heard white people. When you said that white people got what they deserved, that seems to be the biggest part of the controversy, as a matter of fact, is the fact that, race was brought into it.
Well, here's the thing. People hear what they want to hear. It's selective hearing. It's like when someone sees a head-on collision, everyone sees what they want to see.
Right.
Psychiatrists have said that. They see what they want to see, and they hear what they want to hear. It's selective hearing.
So, but that wasn't said at all? No? White people? No?
I was talking about white people, but not about. You think I want white people to be blown up and all that kind of stuff? I even said that the dog got blown up. Okay, and I said that the dog lovers. I said if they ever find those people, I said they'll cook them and feed them to the dogs. You know what I mean? So I mean, look. Jokes. When you give a joke, why does an audience laugh? Why does someone laugh? Someone laughs if there's a bit of truth to it. Okay, they'll laugh, even if they don't like it.
Right.
That's what makes them laugh. You know, that's what makes them laugh. I mean, if we could discuss laughter. What we're really discussing here, and you and I, they're having us talking about race, and we're talking about this, just what they want us to do, talk about it, to spread the word, the whole thing. The bottom line is, we're really discussing freedom of speech. That's what we're talking about.
Well, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's an underline to that, and it's very scary. And that's what they want to stop. They don't care about race or anything else. That's what they want to stop. Because the comedians are the last gladiators, okay? The arena. We're the last one, you know? And what do they want us to do? Like that movie, hide in a basement somewhere and have people come and sneak and listen to comedy?
Right. Yeah, I agree. It's a freedom of speech issue, but you know, people do get in trouble up on the stage. We've seen it before. People like Michael Richards. You know, he got pretty much exiled from the stage from what he said.
Tracy got in trouble. Tosh. There's a guy named Joe Coy. A lot of guys are getting flack.
But even with Michael, they don't. I don't know if you were there that night, but they don't tell the whole truth about it. They won't tell the whole truth. They tell what they want to tell.
What did they leave out with Michael? Because we just saw part of the tape. I mean, obviously, I was not there.
The audience was heckling him.
Yeah.
And I said it before, and people they started laughing. There was some gangster gypsies there, and I mean they were real gangsters. They were gypsies, and they were a gang, and they were heckling him.
Yeah.
And it was one of the gypsies' mother who was like she's a stand-up and she's good, and she really was. She gave him no mercy.
Wait, she's a comic and she was heckling him?
Yeah, she was in the audience. She's the mother.
Wow.
And she's good. She said, "Look, you ain't funny. You ain't never been funny. And on that show, they put everybody around you to make you look funny, and your hair is weird, and you're weird. And get off the stage. And every time I see you, I throw up. You know, I mean, she was really cruel.
And he just lost his fucking mind.
She said, the show's off, and on the show you were the darling of the discotheque, and here you're not the darling. So get off. I want to hear some funny stuff."
Wow.
See, that kind of makes me. Why would she heckle him from the audience though? As a comic, why would a comic yell at another comic like that?
Yeah, it's pretty stupid.
Oh, no, it can, listen, first of all, an audience is in total control. My audience applauded and started heckling the people that left.
But the people that were there to see somebody else, they probably didn't know what they were in for.
Yeah, but they start cursing them out and telling them to get out and go home, and they started using my jokes. They started using my jokes to heckle them.
Wow.
That's how my audience knew me. They started using my jokes. Yeah.
I believe that it could get, one or two people Twitter something, because you talk about white people, so you might have been saying something earlier, and they just tie it in and say, well, that's what he was saying. And I know how the dumb audience can get it wrong.
This one tweet's getting around like it is exactly what happened. That's not fair. Is there a tape of your performance that you can prove that you didn't say that?
Listen to you, that I can prove it. Isn't that funny?
No,
I'm not on trial.
No, but not
just for your live. Paul, I'm on your side. I'm just saying for your livelihood, because obviously this is going around as fact. So then you push back by going, well, here you go, motherfucker. Instead of just taking my word for it, I got a tape of what I actually said. I'm on your side. I believe you, but unfortunately, a lot of people don't, because they're just going with the one tweet that's out there.
But they don't care. Same thing happened to me at the Apollo when they threw me off the stage there. Same thing happened. They wanted me to prove that, well, prove it. And I had proof. I had witnesses. I had witnesses. They had a mock trial. I had witnesses come up, comics and people that were in the audience, and they didn't believe them.
I had one time.
They believe what they want to believe.
Well, I had an incident with I had a heckler incident in the cellar that was bad. And I brutalized a couple, and I felt great brutalizing them. And the New York Post was there, and they were going to go to the story, And it was so clear. The audience was completely on my side. They cheered when the couple left. But I could have refuted the story and posted the video. But what happened was I said something far worse than the reporter picked up that probably would have given me a problem. As the guy was walking out, I said something fucking barbaric. And I couldn't post it because I actually had a bigger mouth than she fucking thought.
No kidding.
But I see how you can have a moment like that. And I couldn't believe that this reporter saw it the way she did when everybody else saw it differently. But so I could definitely see how that happens where somebody in the crowd gets it wrong.
Right. All right.
Well,
I mean,
also, you could have people there that have a hard-on for you, and have from a long time ago you may have said something to them, you know.
Yeah.
And they can be fast. They have it in for you. Listen, first of all, people love for you to be up so they can cut you down. That's a part of it, you know. And the audience is really, and you know that, they're like a pack of wolves. They can't turn.
So in the end, you don't care if people don't believe you. That's fair enough.
Yeah. Well, it's not about that. It's about what I do.
Right.
I mean, I'm a comedian. The bottom line is I'm a comic. No matter what I say, I'm a comic, okay? That's the bottom line. I've been that for a very long time. So, and of course, controversy, all this stuff. Yeah, it's controversy. But listen, I'm not a terrorist, okay? I'm not a terrorist. I'm not any of those things. I don't. How do I hate myself, okay? I come from slavery. I have white blood in me. I come from Louisiana. I'm a Geechee, black or white. It's all the same. What I hate myself?
Right.
I mean, it's all stupid.
Is there anything that happens, like at times, you know, as comics, we do it with the climate we're in right now? Is there ever times where you'll say things or have those moments where you're like, ugh, this is going to be bad? Even though you still are comfortable saying what you say, do you ever have those moments where you're like, fuck, is this one going to give me a bigger problem than I kind of was expecting?
Well, not really, because I'm not caught up in my own world. I just get up and do what I do.
Right.
Okay? All right? I get up and do what I do. I mean, I remember one time I did a show, and it was all women, it was all females, okay? Those women that, you know, that men are sexist and this and that, and women should rule, you know, that Wonder Woman crap. You know, I went and I said, oh, my God, this is going to be, to myself, scary. And I said some things about women's rights, and the women went crazy. They stood and they applauded me and said I was right. I said, a bunch of you are uncle women. You talk all this stuff about women being in charge, and a bunch of you are like blacks being Uncle Toms. You just kiss that man's butt, do anything he wants to do, just to stay in for the money or whatever. I said, you know he's a sexist. You know it. You live with it. You know what he's about. But you just go along with it because either for your kids or for money. So, and they stood up and they applauded, you know? And so it's listen, it doesn't have, sometimes an audience is all black, there's no whites, okay? And they can be offended because they're Americans. And you're living in a place where people are but the color of their skin doesn't say what they're going to be about. People think, oh, they're black, so they're for this. They can't. They can be black. Their skin can be black, and their brain can be white, or vice versa.
Well, it's like KRS-One said something after 9/11. I think he had said something about how he said that, well, you know, the terrorists weren't targeting us, meaning black people. He said they were targeting like white people in suits, and he got a lot of shit from that. I mean, you know, and it was not just from white people. A lot of blacks were very angry that he said that too.
Well, you know, I'm saying people get offended. You know, look, people come out of homes and what happens to them, and things that go wrong, and their relatives, and at school, and their teachers, and people got a lot of things in their brains that they don't even know. You know, and then they subliminate. You know, I mean, we get brainwashed. You know that.
Yeah.
I mean, they brainwash us to think and to react the way. The people who are in charge of politically, who are in charge of the country, want us the way they want us to think. You know, so it's crazy.
Well, thank you very much, Paul. We're very happy we got a chance to talk to you because, you know, I figured there was something else to it. And then, you know, people just get shit wrong all the time, and they paraphrase how they want to paraphrase.
But they do that, but it's wrong to do that to comics. You don't listen. Jay Leno, David Letterman, the things that they say on that TV and the writers put in their mouth, they say things that are so wild, and they say it to millions of people, okay?
Right.
Millions of people they say it to. I mean, I got, 300 people in the room, or 4, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, the messages, just like the message that they sending out about this whole thing with this boy that was here since he was 12, and his uncle, and the this and the that, and he's good looking, he's this, he's that. I mean, sending the wrong message out. Those other nuts out there saying, if I do something crazy, be famous too for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
You know, and nobody should get money off this crazy stuff that they're doing. A book deal, a movie deal, I want to talk, all that. It's all crap, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
These people that people that blow up stuff and do this crazy stuff, they shouldn't get all this attention. It's crazy.
Yeah, somebody pointed that out. It's like, we know the bomber's name. They were talking about another incident, but when you think about it, like the guy in the wheelchair whose legs got blown off, we don't really know his name or anything about him or what he's, as a citizen, what he's lost. But we know everything about this hunk of garbage and what his motivation was. And like, who gives a fuck what his motivation was? He's shit.
And saying he's good looking and he's this and he's that. I mean, I'm going, what is this? This is the news. I said, this is disgusting.
Yeah.
You know, these news people should be ashamed of themselves. They should critique these people, what comes out of their mouth. You know, they're on TV every damn day. They're on television.
Well, it's funny. The comics are the ones expecting to apologize or expected to apologize, and the press never has to say they're sorry and they do things that keep the violence going by printing the manifestos and showing the pictures and talking about the motivation, and they never have to explain themselves and they never have to apologize.
Mm-hmm.
No, and you see their energy, and they get up. The way they get up, watch them. That's the proof. Rerun them. They just love this. They love it.
Yeah,
right.
It's burning, and I mean, it's flooding. We're underwater, and I can't really talk now because I'm underwater and I'm in New York, and they just love it.
So, are you in New York now?
No, I'm back in California now, and by the time I got here, oh my God! I mean, I've gotten emails. I mean, you know, the world is out there, and that people are. When I got home, when I got to the airport, and then when I came home on the plane, you know, I could tell from those people and the pilot the hate looks that they gave me.
Really?
See,
oh yeah.
Yeah, it is a very controversial thing, but you know, at least you get the word out there now that someone got it wrong, as they normally do.
Yeah, and you know what? And people like yourself and your show and your crew and the people, and probably they have a double agent in there with you, working with you too.
Double agent?
I'm sure there's at least one.
Yeah.
We would have been fired years ago.
Okay. No, but that's probably one of the people.
We gave him enough shit.
Best friend. Yeah.
All right, brother. We'll see you soon, okay, Paul?
All right, Paul.
All right.
Thanks, man.
All right,
Thanks, man. Take care.
Paul Mooney,
Bye.
everyone.
Paul Mooney.
It's just not surprising to me that somebody in the audience, you know what I mean? Like, you say something like that, and they object to the content. They don't like you're talking about it, and they get, they Twitter something stupid.
Yeah.
Right. By the way, I thought it was very obvious, but of course, people on Twitter, once again, the whole Nike Boston Massacre shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know they were made for the Yankees and Red Sox rivalry.
Yeah, it was
I thought everyone
beforehand.
knew that. Yeah, of course they were done beforehand, and they're yanking the shirts off the shelves for now.
Yeah. Well, glad I sold my Netflix.
Oh,
right during that phone call.
And
there's a
go down a little bit?
There's a black man discussing, the problems of the black man and whatnot. And I'm just offing my fucking stocks like a white person.
And how did you do on them?
Did it go up a little bit before you sold, or down a little bit? Where were you at?
It pretty much stayed where it was during the aftermarket.
Right.
But I cleared 45.
You said the number was going to be lower.
I thought it was going to be about
45 grand.
10 or
you just
15.
made 45 grand?
45 large on Netflix.
In one day?
Crazy. Not even 24 hours.
Do you know what's funny? This is how psychotic.
Yeah.
When you just asked Aunt, because I didn't buy Netflix, so when you said up or down, I just realized a part of me was rooting for down.
Of course it was.
Because I didn't buy it.
Of course. You're thinking,
But I don't want to see Ant lose money. But it's just that
you never
that
want
first human nature thing.
terrible.
I was actually rooting for him today. I was rooting for you today.
I didn't think it was
45 large.
I didn't think it was going up that much. Apparently, they blew the estimates away.
Wow.
They Netflix is doing very well. They got that original programming that they're starting to do. A lot of people are subscribing. A lot of people are just sick of fucking their cable providers. They stink. I fucking go through the channels on my cable system, and the movies are just like, dump, dump, dump. You just keep going through them because there's nothing you want to watch, or it's shit you've seen already 1,000 times. The TV shows that are on suck, and you don't have to watch them when they're on. You just DVR them or on demand them anyway. So as far as watching television anymore, I don't know anyone that does it. It's fucked up. So you and you want to see a movie that isn't available on your system, you try Netflix out. You go there. Apparently they're doing very well. So
they have figured that whole fucking.
So I heard that their earnings were coming out this morning.
Yep.
Yesterday after the bell yesterday, the earnings were coming out. So I was like, you know what? Let me fucking dump some shit into this and see what happens.
Don't you wish it was that easy every day?
Oh, it would be great.
Is that E-Trade?
Yeah. Earnings are great time. Like,
earnings.
You gotta, if you could really pay attention to how a company's doing, like it would have been very fucked up if Netflix announced that they had missed the estimates and were doing poorly. Like, so right before earnings, it's kind of a good thing to pop into a company that you probably know is going to do very well. You might not do that well. That I didn't think it was going to go up that much. It went up from $170 a share yesterday, and it's at $215 a share today. That's one day.
And you can share this info with your pals.
I punched in probably at 2 p.m.
How about a little heads up?
I know. I should do that next time.
I did the same. I
did tweet it, though. I tweeted that I was getting into Netflix before the market closed, I think.
I bought a bunch of it.
Yeah?
Mooney was kind of hard to follow. Someone has to say
mind. I don't know what he was saying half that time.
I do.
Was the conspiracy against him or against the fucking bombing?
No, at first it sounded like he was saying that the Boston bombing was a conspiracy and the police.
But he was talking about a conspiracy within the club. They were setting him up to
well, it's a very difficult situation.
He was saying that there's cops that work there. And again, I've never been to Levity Live, so I don't know who works.
I've been to Levity Live a few times, and I've had nothing but a great experience there. So it's a great comedy club. It's too bad they decided to fire Mr. Mooney.
We all know
I don't think you should be firing comics, but
we all know how Mooney is, though. It's like it's ridiculous to think that anything he says is this insensitive thing. It's who he is. It's his comedy. That's what he says. If he even said, white people got what they did, of course he's going to say that. He's Paul Mooney. He's got a history of this. Isn't something new.
Yeah, he says what he wants to say.
It's not fucking Obama heading to the Rose Garden with a podium and fucking saying it.
Right.
It's fucking. It's Paul Mooney.
It really, that's how you know the comedy world is in trouble when Paul Mooney is getting shit for what he says.
Has to answer for what he said. Fuck that. It's Paul Mooney.
He's been doing it, first of all, for fucking, almost 50 years. He's been doing stand-up.
He's 71.
Is he 71?
He doesn't look 71.
No, wow.
We've had him in studio.
Black don't crack, Opie. Black don't crack.
And he gave some insight on the Michael Richards situation. Man, we all heard that he was getting heckled, and he just couldn't take it anymore, so he decided to go for the most brutal thing he could say. But I didn't realize it was a comic just completely just destroying him from the audience.
That's annoying, though. One of the Gypsy guys' mom is a comic, and there was a big gang, so I guess,
Gang, gang, gang.
What are you heckling another comedian for?
Yeah, leave him alone.
I don't know if we have time for the Ryan Lochte thing.
Ryan Lochte. Now, fucking Apple announces earnings after the bell today.
Yeah.
So now, or is it today or is it tomorrow morning?
I think it's today.
So now what do? Do I take some of the fucking goodness from Netflix and dump it into some fucking options on Apple? But which way? If Apple misses the mark and dies, I should buy some put options.
I'll tell you why.
Scoop it up.
You got a dinosaur to buy. Don't fuck with your money.
What? No, I already bought my dinosaur.
No, you need another one.
I don't think I'm going to get another one.
No, you need another one.
I don't think I'm going to get another one.
You need one that's staring.
Triceratops?
You need one that's staring in your second-story window.
brontosaurus.
That would be great.
Brachiosaur. Yeah. A big fucking brontosaurus. My neighbors are just like, what the fuck what is going on?
If the earnings aren't good, they're probably going to go, oh, there's a worm in the apple. Something.
Oh, Apple. Oh, Jesus Christ. He's fucking incorrigible. You know what? Maybe let it ride.
Don't let it ride.
If I take all of it now.
Yeah, what are you, fucking
Then I
woman?
put
Man
it
up.
into Apple. Because all I'm doing, dude, all I'm doing is betting one way or the other. Is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? Red, black, odd, even.
Oh, let it ride. What the hell?
What are you doing? Buy some apple. What else are you doing?
Those are cool
Whoa,
dinosaurs.
that one's really cool. It's a Tyrannosaurus.
Doesn't look like a Tyrannosaurus. I wonder if they really looked like that. With like we always think they're one color.
Yeah, they
but I wonder if they were multicolored like that.
That thing is sick looking.
Yeah, it looks fake though.
It does
yeah,
look
but it's
fake.
kind of cool looking.
It's definitely cool.
It's not one of the more realistic looking ones. You're right.
But do you think that they were like
Allosaurus.
striped like that? Maybe they were.
Is yours mechanical?
No, I wish.
Why don't you get a mechanical one?
That would be cool.
With your 45 large.
Oh man, fucking moving around in the yard. Whoa.
Was that more than $1,000?
Yeah. I'm rich. Jesus. I buy toys.
People want to know if you made.
It's decor.
People want to know if you made 12 days.
What?
Did you make 12?
Oh yeah. I'm
People
not
are
even,
asking.
I wasn't even thinking about that 12 days. I haven't been counting.
No, you gave us the number yesterday. That's why.
I know.
So
I
we're just
remember it
adding
was
one onto that.
I remember it was the Thursday before the poker game, like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Or almost 2 weeks ago. So it's, yeah. No, it's not. It's, you know what it is? It's not like sitting there at night going like, but there is a thing where it's like, God, it is so nice to just grab a glass of wine and fucking sit here and, you know, it's like Gervais was saying, to sit down and just have a bottle of wine with you and you're just watching TV, tweeting, sipping some wine. It's just nice.
But that's the way we look like at anything that becomes weird. Like that is nice.
But it hasn't really become weird.
But I mean,
I do have my moments as far as, you know, hangovers go.
That's what I'm saying. That's the part. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's the bad part?
Yeah. Like we always look at something like for the good stuff and go like, it'd be nice just to have a glass of wine.
Oh, it is.
Just relax, a little breeze coming in, and I'm toasting a little cheese and crackers. Sure, I'd love a bite. Thanks. You're not happy. Yeah, sure. But we forget.
What are we
like you don't
forgetting?
picture the
What
whole
part are
picture.
we missing?
It'd be nice to have a glass of wine, vomit, and then ruin my Saturday because I'm in bed for 17 hours. Oh, it'd be so nice to have a fucking cold rag on my face at my age with a fucking splitting headache.
It's true.
In the middle of a beautiful summer day.
Middle of a beautiful day, I'm fucking laying here like a dead person in a fucking $8 million house. We always look at the one fun part of the picture. It'd be nice to tweet in a blackout. It'd be nice to look at my timeline tomorrow and go, who is this monster?
You think Ricky Gervais has that side? That he's
monster.
That he's blowing off?
I don't know.
Because he did make drinking a bottle of wine in front of the TV sound really fucking good.
I've read some Gervais tweets before he says goodnight.
Right.
And you know it's like late over there in England and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's tweeting some pretty ruthless shit to people. So I think he falls into that
category a little bit.
Loosens up a bit. But yes, as far as the drinking and being drunk part, I mean, it's all fun. It's great. It's fun.
It's the next day.
But that hangover shit, God, it's the worst.
It'd be nice just to sit down and have a glass of wine, maybe a little bit of cheese.
It is good. Cheese, crackers.
Good, nice. A little bit, not too much.
Jimmy, could you add chocolate? I love chocolate with my wine.
Chocolate, maybe.
A little chocolate with my red wine.
Chocolate is good with
little
some
dark
wine.
chocolate, maybe.
Yes.
And then just go in the pool and repeat the same thing for 5 hours. And repeat it loudly.
Yes, I get louder and louder.
Oh, yeah. Nice just to have a wine and stand in the pool and yell, fuck it, who cares? My neighbors love me. Yeah, it'd be really good to just lose all perspective.
I may have done that.
Yeah. It's a Tuesday. Who wouldn't want the music this loud? Fuck 'em, it's summer.
My clothes
That's the part we forget.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Bravo.
It's just the wine.
Yeah.
Sure, there's nothing wrong with
Just
that.
the wine.
The hell, I would have it if it was that simple. You know,
Exactly.
you sit down, you have a little glass, some cheese, and watch a movie and Twitter.
Nice,
Yeah,
right?
it sounds fun.
Yeah, yeah.
What would happen if you did this, Jimmy?
Exactly. I would start off, and all of a sudden, I would have that moment where I sigh too heavily, and I realize I'm babbling, like where I'm like, "Fuck yeah," you know, like. Fucking marathon, man. Fucking people.
It's like, really?
It's really tragic.
I don't fucking care.
Then he won't.
Look at his eyes. Look at his
Oh,
eyes.
yeah.
Oh,
Those, just staring off. And probably rocking a little, like unstable.
Oh, dude.
I never want to see those eyes
no.
for real. That is a scary look.
No.
You muster up, Jimmy.
That's terrible. Now, I think about it, like, oh, that would be nice. And then I just say, like, nah, because I know how nice it is to come in here without a headache.
Yeah.
You know, it's just nice.
Yeah, that's the best part of it is that fucking sickness and that hangover.
Hangovers are terrible. If there was hangoverless booze, I would be a
Nobody would ever quit
all the time.
Nobody would quit if there was hangoverless booze.
Damn.
And it gets harder and harder to shake as time goes on. It's just, it's fucking awful.
Yeah.
It's one thing I love is I never wake up sick like that. I never.
You should rent a 2-year-old to keep yourself sober.
Sure.
Just have someone drop a 2-year-old
Where does that
over.
store exist? I keep trying.
I went to Cards for Kids. I gave my card. They never gave me a kid.
Yeah, I said 1877 Cards for Kids. Where is he? I got a cough. I got a van for kids.
Oh.
Yay. Look at the little
dangerous.
dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Wish I had your money. I'd have big dinosaurs in the back.
All over the place,
yeah,
right?
and hula hoops.
Hula hoops?
Yeah, put that around your hips. Teach you how to move them. Stop being so awkward.
Well, I do, kids. I know people that have kids that come over the house. So
sure.
They're very, very excited about the
yeah,
dinosaur.
they love a good dinosaur. You ought to get the lap puppets. It's where you put them in your lap and you go, oh, give me a dinosaur kiss.
Lap puppets?
Yeah, they come over, they kiss the dinosaur.
Oh,
Jesus.
How come dinosaur have one eye? How come a dinosaur have one eye, Uncle Pa?
With retards?
They get frightened.
They get frightened.
Yeah, kiss the dinosaur. Yeah, give the brontosaurus neck a kiss.
It's repulsive.
Shut up.
Shut up.
So, Jimmy, you're going to be in Austin, Texas, I hear.
Oh!
I will be at the Moon Tower Festival.
The Moon Tower Festival.
Moon Tower Festival.
Nice. Sounds classy.
Yeah, midnight show on Saturday. Tickets available, despite all the requests to come. When are you coming to Austin? Well, Saturday.
Oh.
Here's your chance.
Here's your chance to come see me.
Go see Jimmy,
Or
you
I'm never
fuckers.
coming back.
It's only one show.
Fuck sticks.
Why wouldn't you go see Jimmy in Austin, Texas?
Right?
That sounds like a great gig.
Because I'm simply not that popular. By the way, Please Be Offended is not on Netflix right now, and I don't know why.
What?
It will be.
No, it was. It was for a while.
Oh, it's not anymore.
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm wondering if it had to come off when it went on Comedy Central for a week or something. I just don't know.
Fuckers.
Yeah, I don't.
I got reports from the Philly people down there, and they loved it, Jimmy. They all watched.
But it did.
I got a lot of text messages from the Philly people.
Feedback was really surprisingly good on
They
it.
really enjoyed it, so.
I was very, very happy.
All right, let's go home.
Yeah, we'll take off, I think.
Yeah, I got to piss.
All right, everyone.
Badly.
I guess mañana, right? We'll leave it at that.
Oh, wait, no.
What?
We should promote that Chael Sonnen's in tomorrow without John Jones.
Yes, Chael's tomorrow, and then George St. Pierre on Thursday.
George St. Pierre.
Wow. Very cool. All right.
And now, the Opie and Anthony Show continues. This is After O&A Live. Here's your host, Sam Roberts.
Welcome, everybody. It's After Opie and Anthony Live, and I'm Sam Roberts. Here on the Opie and Anthony channel. 866-WOW-1-WOW is the phone number to call. Roland's here. E-Rock is here. Intern Alan Thicke Jr. My God.
Penis is here.
Penis? His penis is it?
Peanuts.
I heard penises.
Is Roland, you're the intern boss, is Roland allowed to comment on the intern's penises?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay.
But I also don't supervise Roland, so...
Before you walked in, Alan Thicke Jr., Roland mentioned you were bringing your penis.
Peanuts.
Did you bring... Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, my peanuts.
Did you bring your penis to work?
My penis. I bring my penis to work every day.
Okay, good. You should. I think Jessie Mae Peluso is on her way. It's going to be a very big after show today. It's going to be a lot of fun.
You want to talk about his penis, too?
Who, Jessie Mae? That's a girl. Girls have vaginas. Men have a penis, Eric.
Keep getting that confused.
Yeah. They cleared it up in kindergarten comp. What do you got? What do you get there in front of you, Alan?
These are the peanuts I found this morning. They're roasted.
Eric, do you know what's going on with your interns?
I didn't see him do it, but I found out right after he did this.
Alan Thicke, was that a full container?
It was a full container.
Alan Thicke Jr., and I think, is Sal in there?
No, Sal ran to the back to switch the recordings.
Oh, okay. Well, I think Sal took a photo of this and posted it on his Twitter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sal617.
Right. You don't have to follow him. Just go to the Twitter page and look at the photo.
Feel free to report him for spam.
Yeah, exactly. Hate speech.
Just throw different pictures up there, penises.
Yeah, apparently you saw this. Alan Thicke Jr. found a container of peanuts in the garbage can.
They weren't in the garbage can. They were in the box that everyone puts like the CDs and old books and old bottles of wine and shit that they want to throw out.
The garbage box.
The garbage box.
Okay, not the garbage can, the garbage box. Roland, I think Jessie Mae is having some trouble with the door.
I know. We'll see how long it takes her to get it.
Is that what we're doing? I've seen the knob turn.
Yeah.
I think she might think it's locked. People assume that this door is locked. Help yourself to the cookies, Sal.
These are pinoles. These are fucking amazing.
Help yourself. Yeah, she's sitting there by the window. That door is not locked.
Yeah.
No, that's not. That door's not locked. We were just watching the knob turn from in here. And no, we knew it was you. I saw you through the window, and I said, oh, she's just having a little trouble this morning. Yeah, Jessie Mae Peluso is here. We were just saying, you haven't met our intern, Alan Thicke Jr., have you?
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
What is on your sweatshirt?
This is a dancing Yeti from an old MTV like TV bit.
Well, more. Of course it is.
What?
It's an old. It's a dancing Yeti, Eric, from an MTV bit.
What bit?
It's you can look it up online, but it's just this like Yeti. It's just this Yeti that's like walking down the stairs dancing. It's all CGI. It's totally stupid, but I thought I love the sweater. So,
and you're like, I need this on a sweatshirt.
I do need it on a sweatshirt.
Jessie Mae, you're an MTV celebrity now.
No.
I've seen your commercials.
I think his Yeti is a celebrity. Nobody look that up online, please.
No,
that is
why
like
would
the
they?
Scariest thing ever.
Have the Jessie Mae Peluso sweatshirts come out yet?
I have slob sweatshirts.
You do?
Yeah.
But not MTV ones.
No, that's
What
not.
sweatshirts? Slob sweatshirts. That's her catchphrase. She's good like that.
I'm a slob myself. What are you eating?
Pinoles.
Ah, shit.
Now that you bring up what people... Because Jessie Mae, I bring up MTV because she's going to be on Girl Code. Did
Yeah.
you know that, Sal?
Oh, isn't that other dude on Guy Code too?
Chris is, yeah.
Very
Chris DiStefano.
Very
But
cool.
that's MTV too.
Yeah, we're proper.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, so you got like the better channel.
We're MTV proper. Well, that's where all the chicks are at.
MTV Proper is what it's
That's
called
what I
now.
say. I say
Yeah.
MTV proper.
We're on Sunday nights on MTV Proper. You can.
7:31 p.m. No, it's Tuesday 10:30. Tonight we air.
Oh my God! It's a good thing you're in here. It's like a real promotional thing
I know.
for you.
Now
then.
it's like appropriate.
It's not just you being like, yeah, I guess I'm not doing anything. Well, Alan Thicke Jr. And we call him Alan Thicke Jr. because his name is Alan, and that's the first thing that I thought of.
Wait, Alan Thicke Jr.
That's Alan Thicke Jr.
You're Alan Thicke Jr. That's your real name.
No, his name is just Alan.
It's just Alan.
I added the other two parts
You're
to
such
it.
an asshole.
You got excited though, didn't you?
It's like, oh my god, I love his music.
It adds a little bit of show business.
I was thinking of Robin Thicke.
That's Alan. You know, that's Alan Thicke's son.
Yeah, so this
Which
is
would make his brother.
the illegitimate brother.
And Alan Thicke had music. He
That's
did
true.
TV theme songs.
Alan Thicke did all the TV
He
theme.
did?
You didn't know that?
Facts
Oh
of
my
Life,
God.
Different Strokes.
Yeah. Well,
Growing Pains.
Alan Thicke Jr. is he doesn't have any musical talent. He's just as stupid, and so and that's not an insult. You know that, right?
No, it's fact-based.
No, I didn't know that.
Okay, well, again, not
right.
not a lot that you do
Thanks
know.
for clarifying that.
He's almost tard.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
A tart?
Almost tard.
Tart.
No,
Sounds
yeah,
like a tart? Yeah, he's kind of.
He's a bit of a tart.
He's a little tarty.
Tardito.
You see the peanuts in front of him?
What is with the Costco jar of nuts in front of you?
He
Alan
found it.
Thicke Jr.?
He found it in our garbage box in the office this morning, and he was like, "Nobody can eat these peanuts." Because his thing is, he comes in every show, he walks in after the show, and he looks at whatever fruit Jim has left behind, whether it be grapes or banana or whatever it is. He goes, "Nobody's gonna eat these grapes. Nobody's gonna eat this banana," and he just rummages through. Do your parents feed you?
Yeah, they feed me.
They do.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen them in a couple of months, but
You must be hungry. Then.
I'm very hungry.
Yeah. So he finds the peanuts in the garbage, and he says, "Nobody's gonna eat these peanuts?" And we go, "No." And he goes, "Why not?" And then Sal actually did something right for a change.
What are you talking about?
And he points out, why don't you show, let me see, is the label on there? Let me
It's
see.
right in the front, right underneath the
Yeah.
barcode.
Why don't you show that to Jessie Mae? And Jessie Mae Peluso, you tell me why you wouldn't eat.
Oh, because the last time these were fresh is when New Kids on the Block was on the fucking radio waves.
What does that say?
96? Are you kidding me?
Those peanuts are marked 1996.
Right.
I hadn't even bled yet. I mean,
Right.
Come on.
That was...
Have you eaten some, Alan Thicke Jr.?
Yeah.
That was full earlier.
This was fully full earlier today.
No.
Yeah, he's sitting in here just munching on them.
He's a quarter of the way through the container.
These don't even look right. They're not even like, there's like...
Well, you know what the thing is? They made them differently in 96. We don't remember it because it was nearly 20 years ago.
These smell like 1996.
Yeah. Alan Thicke, what year were you born?
1992.
You were born in 92?
92.
So you were how old when these peanuts were made? 4?
Yeah, no, two, what was it,
Yeah, that would
96?
be
Yeah,
4.
4 years old, 4 years old.
Okay, yeah, you carry the 3 and then
No,
you'll
I was
get
thinking
there.
they were 94 for some reason. Yeah.
Right, yeah, no,
Even
I
though we
couldn't-
just said 96.
I remember.
I have a bad short-term memory.
Yeah, no, and long term.
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Shows, I mean...
Like, do you remember when you were 4?
A little bit.
Like, did you remember make you a sandwich or anything?
Eggs. and
Okay,
stuff like
all right,
that. Yeah.
that's great.
An egg sandwich?
Imagine, sure, an egg
That's good. Have you ever had one?
Imagine
yeah.
if your mom made you a plate of eggs, right?
Right.
And then you put it in the fridge.
Yeah.
Would you go home and eat that plate of eggs today? Would you even consider that as a possibility?
It's not dry food at that point. This is dry food. This is all right. I mean, I've been eating it. I mean, they taste a little stale.
A little stale.
A little stale.
Well, okay. I think the biggest problem I've been having is that I've been having to eat them with water or like something to drink because I don't know.
That's the thing with food. It's like sometimes you get these foods that need to be put with a beverage, and it's like, oh
No,
God.
it's
the
because-
stresses of
I
life.
don't know. It might be like the old salt or something, but it's actually like forming like a glue inside my mouth when I
Right,
eat it.
right.
And so it's actually like caking the bottom of my tongue, and it's making it hard for me to speak, almost like when you put peanut butter inside a dog's mouth.
You want to make out?
It's
So hot.
So,
So hot.
yeah, so I've been having to wash it down since I started eating them.
Because it's actually forming peanut butter on the roof of your mouth.
at the bottom of my tongue, actually.
He's
Eat it,
becoming...
Prove it to me. I don't believe you're eating those.
Yeah,
I
take
haven't
a bite.
Oh, Jesus.
Did you mention where he got them from?
In the garbage box,
Okay,
correct?
he did.
The garbage box.
the garbage box.
If they expired
You want one?
in 96, doesn't that mean they had it like
They were probably made in 94.
probably 94?
They were
yeah.
made when he was born because nuts last a long time.
Come on.
Not this long, though.
Come on, you pansy.
But
You
this
call it
is,
one.
you're like defying how long things should last.
Yeah.
Eric-
I mean, I didn't even think the container would last that long.
Alan's gonna be late tomorrow.
We're all going to get cancer from this box of nuts.
Yeah, it just shouldn't even be out in the open. Yeah, the garbage box. I was corrected. Because I said, yeah, you found those in the garbage can. And Alan goes, I didn't find them in the garbage can. I go, well, where did you find them? And he goes, I found them in the box where, there's like a couple bottles of something. And I go, the box where we put the garbage. Yeah. I go, okay, garbage box then, not the garbage can.
So it's like, is this like a where they leave food? Like, I don't understand. It's
No,
like a college dorm here.
It's a box, and then they
What
put
else?
the garbage inside that box, and then somebody comes and takes the box and puts it in a dump.
Yeah, they're doing it
wanna
to clean
know-
out offices for the
Oh,
springtime.
it was in the giant garbage
the
box?
giant
Yeah.
one.
So it didn't even come from our office.
Yeah, no, it's a big box that's in the center of the hallway, so
look at the
offices
way
can
he's
throw
looking
their
at the-
garbage out.
It probably leads.
Was that sealed?
You know what? It's probably.
No.
It's
Oh my
probably
God.
What?
I need to call your parents. What else was in the box that you were like, I'm going to grab this jar of nuts and suck on them?
I saw some raisins, but they were open. So.
Okay. You got standards.
And that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's insane.
This guy's got standards.
All right, so you go, because what they're doing for spring cleaning here is like every 3 or 4 offices down the hallway, they put out a giant, like, probably 7 foot by 3 foot, and then 4 foot tall box to just throw the shit that's in your office that you want to get rid of.
That's where you got those?
Yeah.
You like dove into this thing?
I didn't dive in. I just kind of casually
climbed in.
I casually saw. Oh, I have long arms.
But you really had to lean over.
Yeah, a little bit.
Why were you looking in the garbage box?
Early in the morning, I was by myself.
Yeah, that doesn't explain.
You
that
kept running
doesn't.
and bragging to me like, "Hey, dude, why would someone throw out this?"
Well, yeah. I mean, why would someone throw out this perfectly good?
I know. Can I guess?
I know. Go ahead.
Jessie Mae, no, you guess.
I was going to say because Paula Abdul made them. She actually made those nuts.
Yeah, it was between her hit records and American Idol, and she was a nut maker.
A nut maker.
Yeah.
2 steps forward and 1 nasty jar of nuts back.
Yeah.
You should call Dr. Steve, see what's going to happen to them.
Yeah, Dr. Steve, if you're listening, call up and tell me if you can eat nuts from 1996 that are not sealed. It wasn't even sealed?
It wasn't even sealed.
No, it wasn't even sealed.
So you don't even know whose office it came from?
No.
Someone's nuts could have been rubbed all over those nuts.
True.
It could have. It could have.
Literally then, like, I wouldn't even take nuts that were made this year because I don't know whose hands have been all over them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because somebody, obviously, if it's not
Yeah.
sealed, somebody was grabbing out, little handfuls and stuff.
So you don't eat bar nuts?
No.
Well, it depends on how many tequilas I've had. There's a lot of nuts in the
That has
bar.
to be pre-serious then, because serious didn't exist in '96.
You understand? You're eating
That's pre.
a bucket of nuts
Right.
that that existed before the company did. Can I tell you something?
So those be BS nuts?
Yes.
Before serious nuts?
Yes.
Yeah.
Before the technology known as satellite radio was created,
Right.
those nuts were.
So wait. Here, the better question is, who brought in the fucking nuts?
I don't know.
We're,
But
we're blaming this, Oliver Twist over here. He's starving. Who brought in the fucking nuts?
whoever brought them in, they brought them in right in the middle of the grunge era. And just left them here. Who was a tenant in this building before Sirius XM?
I think we need to find the origin of these nuts. We can't blame Yeti over here because he was starving. He's obviously hungry. He's wearing a lot of tans. People who wear a lot of tan-colored clothing tend to be hungrier than others.
People who wear earth tones?
Earth tones tend to be a little bit more hungry.
Is that right, Alan?
It's a fact. It's science.
That's absolutely a fact.
Yeah. Well, do you have any money? Is that the problem? You don't have cash? You can't just go out and buy yourself a little... an orange on vitamin C.
Nothing's open at 5:30.
Yeah, but if you wait till 6, it's open.
Nah.
And by the way, you know what the thing is? It's actually New York, and there actually are places open at 5:30.
Well, the other thing is I don't like seeing food go to waste. And,
Right.
That's not waste.
That's already been wasted away.
Yeah, that's actually not food anymore.
That's Toxic Avenger juice.
Yeah, if it's been in existence for that long. Let me go to 412. What's up? You're on After Opie and Anthony Live.
Hey, Sam.
Yeah.
I just wanted to give the Seinfeld analogy. If it's below the rim, it's garbage. If it's above the rim, it's not garbage. So basically, he just ate garbage. Don't quit calling him nuts.
Because not only, it's not nuts, it's trash, it's waste. Because not only was it below the rim, but it was like you had to lean over like 4 feet deep to get those nuts.
Yeah, but I mean, like, look, they're not dirty. I smelled them. I inspected them a little bit. I mean, yeah, they taste a little rancid.
Like, you had to bend down to get those nuts so far that you could have actually licked someone's nuts. You were bent all the way over.
Those nuts were probably Donnie Wahlberg. Who was the dude in...
It's called intestinal fortitude.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
That's what's going to waste right now. That's what those nuts are just acidically eating up right now. Your intestinal fortitude.
Is anyone doing a nut count? How many times do you say nuts? Like Goodfellas, how they say fuck? You need to be on the count.
Eric, you got some info from Dr. Steve?
Yeah, he was in a meeting, but he gave me...
A meeting about what?
Nuts!
Oh, good timing.
Or dead people. And he told me that you don't have to worry about bacteria from dried foods like this because it doesn't collect. But you do have to worry about fungus.
Oh, that's worse than bacteria.
And he said even though it wasn't, if the jar wasn't sealed, it's a greater chance that fungus is coming together inside of them.
Oh,
Because
gross.
the salt works like a preservative on it, but inside of it, it's not preserved. So inside there might be some fungus in there.
Break a nut in half. Let's see if there's any fungus in there. Any fungus?
Oh,
You're
God,
nervous. Your hands are shaking.
Would it be green or black or like?
It could be anything.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it looks fairly clean.
Give me the thing of nuts. I'm actually going to touch one, I think.
Touch it, Sam. I dare you to eat a nut.
No.
Come on, do you have health insurance?
Oh, my God.
They don't smell right.
Did you smell them?
It smells like a Costco toilet.
It smells like ammonia, dude.
It smells like...
Roland, have you smelled these?
No.
You're a foodie. Come here and smell them.
It smells like a Pier 1 Imports.
It smells like the bin at like a daycare center where all the toys are.
Yeah, this smells like ammonia. Smell
Get it out. Get all the juices out. There you go.
What does it smell like?
It does smell like ammonia.
Give it to Sal. Have you smelled this?
It smells like shit.
Should I go to a doctor?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
For your fucking mental health, too. Jeez.
Let me see.
He's a bimbo.
I don't see any... Yeah, I don't see any fungus on these nuts, but they do. The nuts themselves smell like ammonia.
I love how this wasn't a bit. There wasn't a payoff. He just did this to make himself sick.
Yeah, Eric, smell the nuts.
You know what you guys should do?
Bring the
nuts.
Sal, bring the nuts into Eric.
Jessie made you smell. She smelled tons of them before.
I know.
I'll come in.
Usually a little bit smaller than this.
Yeah, do those smell like what? Hispanic nuts or?
These smell like Pinocchio nuts because that's when they were made. Before the wooden child was made.
Let's go to John in Wyoming. What's up, John?
Yeah, at this point, that's not even food; it's fertilizer.
Yeah, I mean that stuff belongs in a compost heap. Yeah. Like this was a terrible idea that you did. Eric, you smelled it.
Pretty good shit.
It smells it smells like wood cleaner.
Yeah, it doesn't smell like
you polish a deck or the living room floor with this stuff.
It does.
It doesn't smell like food.
Hi.
Hi.
Have you missed me?
Are you flirting with Eric?
I mean, did you see how lackluster his response was? He's like,
oh, is that the thing? Like he kind of gives you, he puts you on the pay no mind list, and all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, who is this guy that walked in the room?
Who's this nut smeller?
Not paying attention to me.
Who's this fart knocker?
Fart knocker.
I love that. Come on, fart knocker.
I figured it was just because the nuts were from 96. That's where we're using our slang from.
Yeah,
fart knockers.
Let's all talk from 96.
Michael in New Jersey.
We have Cumsucker here.
I don't know. I think that's timeless.
It's timeless. No, it's definitely a classic.
What's up, Michael?
What's the company? Are they still in business? Or
Stewards.
did they bankrupt soon after making them?
No, the company that sold it is Stu Leonard's, which is a wine distributor.
All right. Well, I mean, Stu Leonard's is in business, but I don't know if they make peanuts anymore.
You're gonna fucking die.
You are. You're probably gonna die, Alan.
Oh no.
Should we bury him in a sack of nuts?
Yeah. We're just gonna throw your body into one of those garbage boxes.
Somebody will come
There's
around.
enough room. Yeah. Somebody's gonna be like, I don't want to see this Yeti sweatshirt go to waste. You don't mind if they peel it off your carcass, do you?
It's a really nice sweatshirt.
Yeah. Does it keep you warm, comfortable?
Yeah, dude. It's super warm. I wear it all through the winter.
Is his face on the back?
No,
it's backwards.
It's just this.
Oh.
Yeah, the Yeti doesn't have a face. It's just weird amorphous.
You're a good guy. Ironic? I can tell. He's a good guy.
No, I found it.
He's a himbo.
I found it in a bargain
Like he's
bin.
like a little oblivious. Like, of course he's a good guy. He doesn't know the evils. Like he can't be a conniving evil dude because he's just not there.
Are you from Vermont?
No, I'm from West Texas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I knew that's where that accent was from.
He's cute though.
Yeah, well, you know what happened last time somebody said that, Jessie Mae?
Oh, they never...
You met Nicole from the Morning Mashup, right?
Yeah.
She came in and she was like, I would bang him. And we were like, oh, that's so funny, ha, ha, ha. A couple months later, we find out that Alan did not do well in high school with girls. Like, no girls. And the girl that he just broke up with, that he's still kind of banging on the side, was the girl that was his first. And so, he's just kind of getting into himself.
He's almost Amish.
But he got so excited when Nicole said she would do him that he went home and jerked off to it. And so I could only imagine that he's now going to go home and jerk off to you. Are you going to, do you think, you don't have to look at me.
Do you orgasm nuts from the 90s?
It smells like ammonia.
Is your nut from the 90s?
Do you think you might jerk off to Jessie Mae later?
If she doesn't want me to do it, I won't do it.
But I want him to do it. Come on. I'm going to be 80 soon. You got to do it while I'm young.
Yeah, it's complimentary. Will you do that?
For your sake and for my sake, yes.
Oh, please. Yeah, do it for my sake. Do a sympathy jerk.
Take a picture.
Mental image, man.
Do you want me to put a mouthful of nuts?
I'll put it in my spank bank.
Is your name True in San Diego?
Yeah, True in San Diego.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, I just wanted to tell your intern that he's probably going to be fine eating those nuts. The human stomach could probably digest a lot of things.
Dude.
If it didn't have any kind of green or kind of
oh no, there's green. There's green and black and red.
No, there isn't.
I saw a black one. It looked like a little like rat turd in there. You probably sucked it down already.
It looks a little like mixed.
Turn it. Show Sam. Turn it.
Like the hue of this, it looks a little like mixed nuts, even though it's just peanuts. Like it should all be the same color.
There's definitely a cashew or two in there.
There's some darkness there. There's a
like black because a lot of peanuts turn black and moldy when they're too old.
There's a black one in there for sure.
No. That's dark brown.
Don't be racist.
Eat that
Still,
one,
it's
man.
not the color it's supposed to be.
Down the hatch, buddy.
Let me see.
Hold on.
That's a moldy
All
nut.
right, this one's a bit too toasty. All right.
That's a moldy nut.
Yeah, that's kind of gross.
I won't
mean,
eat this one.
And the fact of the matter is that they all smell like ammonia. No
do.
peanut is supposed to smell like ammonia. Peanuts are supposed to smell like peanuts.
Yeah, they're supposed to smell like kind of like nutty.
Yeah. Not like chemically.
Not like Mr. Clean products.
No, that smells like it should be under a counter, locked
In a box.
with a child lock on it and like a red triangle on the side.
Like Heisenberg would use it for his like meth lab.
That's exactly right. Heisenberg would use that shit. They'd be like, what we need is the secret ingredient that makes it blue. We use peanuts from 1996.
We use Leonard Stewart's peanuts.
Yeah.
Who's the guy? Let's call this guy up and ask him.
Leonard. Hey, Leonard.
How good are your nuts, Bet? How you doing? How long your nuts last?
That's what happens. That the chemical that comes off of these peanuts. Why would you eat something that's that old?
He was wearing earth tones, Sam.
He must have been hungry. He must have been starving. Mongo the trucker, he wants to get this one out.
You realize that Alan Thicke Jr. and Justin Bieber both have 19-year-old nuts?
There it is. There it is, Mongo.
That's a good one.
All right, buddy.
21, but
girls still go crazy over them.
No, you. He just said. Did you hear what Alan said? He said, "No, I'm 21." He was talking about the peanuts. He was talking about Justin Bieber's testicles.
Oh my God, I want
and
to
the
take him home.
peanuts.
Oh shit, I didn't recognize that.
You little darling.
I want to take him home.
You do. You want to just look after him, don't you?
And give him some color.
He's wearing earth tones. He's eating food from '96.
Out of bins from the hallway.
He doesn't understand jokes. He just needs to be taken care of.
He's a mimbo.
A little bit of a mimbo.
All right.
I ain't trying to hear that. Tom on Long Island. All right, there's one from Tom.
Oh, Tom.
Did you hear that, Eric? Yeah. Hey, what happened earlier today?
What?
How come we never got to the bottom of Jessie Mae? You missed it. Earlier today, Opie and Anthony called on E-Rock for a music cue, and he was nowhere to be found because Sal needed help answering the phone. And the question arose, why on earth would you need two people to answer a phone? And we never got to the bottom of it.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, it's such an easy thing to do. Eric?
Sal answered the hotline, gave me the name of the guy that was on the line there, and he said, I don't know who this is.
But why didn't he ask him?
I don't know. But I thought it might have been Paul Mooney's manager, so I said, all right, let's get rolling, and then that's when they asked me to play that song.
Why didn't you just ask the guy on the phone, who are you?
I did.
But Eric just said you didn't know who he was.
I didn't because no one told me that he was calling. Usually when someone calls the hotline, we have a message like, hey, this guy's calling in at this time. I had no message whatsoever.
Sometimes they call surprises, I guess.
True. I mean, it's a phone. You never know who's going to call, right?
And they
the
call
other thing is
looking for Roland.
Like, yeah, the guy said, can I speak to Roland? I said, okay, hold on a second. But I didn't want to put him on hold and then, something accidentally get put through on the air or something like that. So I just turned out and said, hey, what is this? And then in that moment, that was when all that happened. I can answer the phone.
Because there was like minutes of build-up that E-Rock missed.
That's not my... I have no idea.
There's no way you didn't... Because the situation that you just described is 2 seconds.
Right, that's exactly what happened.
No, it was longer than 2 seconds, but it wasn't that complex either. Like, it wasn't long and drawn out.
You missed 45 seconds.
Yeah.
No, I heard him start to go into...
Opie and Anthony, who's there? They went back and forth.
Right. And they started setting up and everything. And then you went back and you yelled at Roland?
Yeah. Well, I want to know what's the deal, because when someone calls a phone, I said, what's going on?
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Roland said that. Just like how I wasn't briefed on the Paul Mooney call.
What do you mean briefed? What's briefed?
I want to know the time. It's good to know what time.
I said Paul's in call when he's in call.
Did you
Nobody
get any
knows.
confirmation that he was calling in?
If manager said, I'm going to give him the message, and nobody will know if he'll call in or not. So,
But why do you need to be brief? Why can't you just be like, oh, Paul Mooney's on. I'll just put it up
Because
now.
sometimes you can't just assume that someone on the phone is actually who they are.
Even if
In
they
the
call
event-
a hotline?
Yes, because sometimes people do call the hotline accidentally. Anyone can attest to this.
Yeah, but what's
And
somebody
and
gonna-
The thing is, you don't want to give out, say, hey, this is the O&A show hotline number.
Well, you
know
go,
what I mean?
hello, and who's this?
I do. But then you don't
But
know
what
if the
is somebody
person
just going to like be a prank and be like, this is Paul Mooney? And he happens to have the
That's pretty
hotline?
good, yeah.
Thank
Dude,
you.
that's a good impression.
But then how do you get the hotline? Have you ever been pranked on the hotline?
I have had not pranked, but people say
not pranked,
what
but
is
the wrong
this?
number.
But the wrong number.
Okay, but nobody's ever called up and been like, this is Paul Mooney on the
Usually-
hotline.
Usually
I'm gonna
you
do
say,
it.
hey, and then you say, who is this? And then they say whatever.
Paul Mooney.
Well, no, that's the other thing, too. Sometimes people don't sound like, once they're on air, they sound very different than when
Yeah,
they're
but
calling.
nobody, like, people call the number incorrectly. But you find that out as soon as you say, who's this?
Right. That's why I don't say O&A when I answer the hotline. You just say, hello,
Of
who
course,
is this?
of course. But with that said, you still don't need to be brief because you get all the information within
Well,
10 seconds of the phone call.
That's something I didn't have. That's information I didn't have. And at the time, if I had the information, none of that would have happened.
It sounds so
it's so
serious.
complicated.
I want to get back to the nuts.
Because then I started getting yelled at. Oh, Sal can't answer the phone. I answered the phone just fine. I did it normally like I always do.
It sounds like it's very complicated when you answer the phone.
It's not.
He looks like this guy I used to make out with like 10 years ago.
Sorry to hear
Close
that.
to the birth of those nuts.
yeah. Still, the nuts were still old. Like the nuts at 10 years ago.
We're still like
still too
inedible.
old to eat.
Inedible nuts. That
10
should be
years
your,
ago.
like- what do you do, Alan Thicke?
I go to college. So I work at other radio stations and,
Communications major?
minor, I'm a marketing major.
Oh, boy.
See, he's smart.
He's not smart at all. Like,
he hasn't
there's
finished college, Sam.
There's no way. What happened to Sal?
Get the fuck out of here.
How come Sal left? Eric, there's no way that Sal answered the phone like I answered the phone just fine. All you do is you pick up the phone, you go,
Oh, there's a hotline.
okay, all right, good. Anthony.
Holy shit, I'm driving 1,000 miles an hour, ready to crash into a wall listening to fucking Sal.
What the fuck is he talking about?
Dude, he's making answering a phone call sound like the most complex, unbelievable job that there is that a man could possibly fucking do. He's like, here's his description. The phone rang. He's accepting a phone call. The phone rang. I picked it up. Someone said hello. And after hello, you decided you needed help?
Yeah.
You needed help after hello?
Well, you have to understand, Anthony, I wasn't briefed on this phone conversation.
I wasn't briefed.
Briefed?
You answer it. You ask, who is this? What are you calling about? You field the call yourself. You're on the phone. You don't need to take E-Rock off the board to help you with the simple fucking thing a child does at home. Answers the phone.
You go, hey, who's this? And they go, oh, this is so-and-so. Oh, so-and-so, what can I help you with?
E-Rock! I don't know what to do after this point.
Because guess what? If it's Paul Mooney's manager somehow, then at that point when you go, oh, what can I help you with? He'd say, this is Paul Mooney's manager. I have Paul here. And then the one person who answered the phone can go, look, I have Paul on the phone. I did it myself.
The briefing word is what got me. It was like very presidential. He wasn't
Military.
briefed.
He wasn't briefed. He gave up on the. Just consider this. He gave up on trying to field the call solo after hello. At that point, he was out of options to what to do to continue the call without assistance from another person.
Oh my God! Hello threw him off. That is so funny.
Holy shit!
He's sitting there going, I need to be briefed because I never know when it's going to be a prank call. There's never been a prank call. Ever.
In the war room.
But how hard would it be to handle? I mean, what do you need to do with it? Are there like...
Look.
Exactly.
What does he need? Other buttons that need to be pushed? I mean...
Nope.
Nothing different than what a child is told by his parents if the phone rings and an adult isn't in the room. A child.
I want to see him answer the door. How does Saul
Oh
answer
my
the
God.
door?
He probably just hides under the fucking couch.
Yeah.
Hide.
Yeah, well,
Go away.
because what happened? Because Sal hears the door, somebody knocking on the door, and at that point he's like, "What? I mean, that's my job."
He's looking through his notes. Hold on, hold on.
No one briefed me about a visit. I've been briefed. briefed. I'm just listening to this. It was driving me batty not to be able to jump in and say, what the fuck is he talking about? It's taking a phone call.
And you know what was amazing? What was amazing is there's an intern sitting at the phones right now, and Anthony, you called the hotline. And I saw the hotline ringing. I watched E-Rock the entire time. Not once did the intern go, well, I don't know. Some guy says he's Anthony on the phone. I don't know what to do.
I know.
God, it's fucking... He is astounding.
Sal just...
How difficult he's got to make answering the phone seem.
He just walked back in. Sal's back in the room now.
Oh, God. You're ponderous, Sal.
Ponderous?
Ponderous. You can't even fucking field a call by yourself. And then he tries to make it sound like it's a shuttle launch.
Shuttle launch. You said ponderous.
Enough for you. All right, have fun, kids.
All right, I'll talk to you later, buddy.
Bye.
Bye. You understand that it's not complicated.
The guy asked to speak to Roland, though. Why was someone calling the hotline asking to speak to Roland?
Why didn't you ask him?
I said, what are you calling about? And he told me the thing that was going on.
What was going on?
Yeah.
It was something. Any secrets?
No.
Good. What was going on?
It was something about
Debbie, our Yankee woman.
Okay.
She's having
the woman.
Exactly.
The woman from the Yankees that Opie always brings up on the air.
And Anthony,
right.
She's having like surgery today.
He said, Can I speak to Roland? I said, hold on one second. So I put him on hold, and I guess in that moment I said to Eric, hey, can we get Roland or whatever? And that was the moment that all happened.
Well, first of all, no, because you went back and started yelling at Roland because you weren't briefed, and second of all, why didn't you just text Roland and be like...
I did. I called Roland immediately. Roland was in the bathroom, though.
But then why did you talk to Eric about it? I still don't understand why...
I spoke to Eric before I called... But I was calling Roland on one phone. I've hit the guy on hold on one phone, and I have the other... I have calling Roland on the other phone.
It's so difficult, Alan, isn't it?
Nah, no, it's
it
not.
Shouldn't be.
It really isn't.
It shouldn't be.
Do you think he'd be a good candidate for the asshole of the week?
I'll get to that. Don't try to squeeze your bullshit in here.
I'd be very careful with that, dude.
He's trying to squeeze his bullshit in. We got time. I'll get to it.
Nah.
But
you two together on Halloween would be scary, like with the old candy and answering doors.
Don't.
It'd be a very hard combination.
They gave me this apple. There's a razor blade sticking out, but it's still an apple.
It's a good apple. It's old and wrinkly, but I'll eat it.
So I was like, whatever. As long as I don't have to go to the door, it's fine. We just take whatever. Just get me one too.
Chucking candy from the roof.
But Eric was distracted for like 45 seconds.
I did not even talk to Eric for 45 seconds.
There's no way that what happened was Sal picked up the phone and he looked at you and said, hey, can we get Roland? And you just said, yeah, we can get him, and then turned around and you had missed 45 seconds of show. It couldn't have possibly...
Right.
This interaction...
Eric that long.
This interaction couldn't have been as fast as Sal's
one, I
making
don't think
out
it was
to
that
be.
long, but two, you're right, it wasn't, it wasn't like that.
Was Sal panicky in there?
No, he was more annoyed.
What?
He wasn't panicking. He was just, because he tells me this guy's name, right? And I go, I don't know. And I go, oh, maybe it's Paul Mooney's manager calling. I know Roland was trying to get in touch with him. Let's get Roland. They asked for me. I turned around and I said, I missed what we were dealing with something here.
So that's a whole long interaction.
I wasn't pulling Eric away from the show for the whatever interval of time.
But if somebody calls the hotline and goes, I need to talk to Roland, just text Roland and be like, okay.
I called him immediately, Sam.
No, you didn't. You said you talked to Eric first.
I did, but how long did it take? It take 10 seconds. As that happened,
so did you call?
I called Roland on with
Did you call Roland immediately, or did you talk to Eric?
And then I said to Eric, someone's on the hotline looking for Roland. That's exactly what happened, dude.
So he told me the person. I text the person, and like, oh, what's up? So then they told me what.
And then why did Sal get mad at you?
Because I didn't tell him. I didn't know who was calling.
No, it was that
because he wasn't briefed,
and the fact that when we were trying to explain it on the air, they all turned on Sal,
right?
And that really
it immediately
set Sal
became
off.
my fault because Eric wasn't listening.
Dude, they yelled at me. Fuck, dude, fuck, dude. I'm like,
well, I mean, you didn't need to get Eric's attention on that.
Whenever someone calls the hotline, I always inform Eric so that Eric can either relay the message to Opie or Anthony earlier.
There was no message.
There was the message to get in touch with Roland. I was hoping that maybe he had some other information that I didn't know about.
Roland's not wearing headphones, so Eric's not going to be able to get in touch with Roland for you.
Sal goes, no fucking personal calls on the hotline.
Yeah, because I thought it was a personal call on the hotline.
Sal's making the rules for the hotline? You can't even answer it.
No, because I thought the guy said, can I speak to Roland about blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, this is not related to the show. I don't know. No one told me about it.
But
no one told me that, though.
But you're so you're informing...
That provides the material for today, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's become, hasn't it? So you're telling Roland he's not to receive personal calls
Because
on that
it
line.
appeared that way, yes, initially, and then Roland explained to me afterwards what was going on. So
But
I got
if Roland said, "I'm going to start using the hotline for personal calls,"
If he go on the air,
he could really, but he could just do that, couldn't he?
Yeah, but
I mean, it's not like you could actually say, "Roland, no personal calls," because he'd be like,
That's
"Or
what
what?"
I thought it was a personal call.
But even if
therefore-
it was, it could be. Who cares? Roland's allowed to have
And
personal.
that's why I called Roland, because in the event that it was a personal call, I wasn't going to answer the call
Yeah,
and
but
not tell him. That's why I informed Roland.
You
right
can't
away.
reprimand Roland and say no personal calls on the hotline.
I thought it was. I thought it was a
I'm not
personal
asking
call.
if you thought it was. Even if it was, you can't be like, "Hey, you, Roland, no more personal calls."
Fuck you.
Exactly.
And that's what happened. So
That's the
end of
correct
story.
response.
And that's what happened. There we go.
Oh my God.
So did anyone talk to Paul Mooney?
So, yeah, he called in later. It was
Okay.
fine.
I just want to make
that
sure.
Paul Mooney call is unrelated to.
And then
what
you were
happened
upset
called
when
earlier.
Paul Mooney called in later because you weren't informed that he was going to. You weren't able.
Briefed.
Yeah, you weren't briefed.
I wasn't upset. I answered the call and I put him on hold. That was the end.
No.
He gets all flustered.
You
it's
said
kinda hot.
you said a minute ago that you were not briefed. You were upset that you weren't briefed.
I didn't say I wasn't upset. I said I wasn't told.
No, you said you were upset that you weren't briefed.
Okay, I was upset then.
That you said you were annoyed that you weren't briefed.
I wish, in retrospect, I wish that Roland would have given me more information that someone was calling in online.
Is there a preparation process that you go through before you answer the
If
phone?
there's a guest, if there's a phoner, I create a one
everybody
sheet.
that they're going to. I go, they might or might not call in. I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, we were briefed.
Yeah, I
we
got
knew
that.
the
Yeah, but
okay.
nobody knew because the manager didn't know. Like,
So you were
Paul's schedule.
You were annoyed that you didn't know what time he was calling in,
or at all. Yeah.
So is there like a process that you have to go through, like minutes before you know the phone's going to ring?
No, well,
you start breathing. You kind of like make sure there's no sweat on your brow.
Sam, if someone's calling in, at
me,
9:15,
mama, moo, mama. Make sure
Cow
they're
now, brown cow.
right. Make sure the professional voice is on.
Salt
because
took
you
his
never
headphones
know.
off.
Well, of course he did.
because I can't get a word. What I'm saying is, if someone's calling in at 9:15,
Because you never know,
I
and you
make
never
sure
know
I'm
who
there.
it is. You never know. Well, why don't you just stay there the whole show?
I do.
Oh, we got a call on the hotline. Hello.
I want to hug Sal.
I'm swear to God, I'm gonna fucking drive off the cliff.
Ponderous. Ponderous.
Fucking Sal is still arguing the point.
Yes. I'm not trying to argue
fucking, No, Sal. Here's the bottom line. You're on the phones. You field the calls. No matter who calls, for who, what, where, you never ever need to get another person. If you don't know who is on there and what they're supposed to be on there for, you find out yourself. Because Eric is working the board. Why would you bother the guy working the board for the show for something that you're supposed to be doing on the phone alone completely? And how do you think you need Roland and E-Rock to field phone calls?
It's a great question.
I always tell, if there's a hotline call, I always tell Eric that someone's on the hotline.
If the hotline call, it makes sense. I understand what you're saying. Because you're saying if somebody is on the hotline, I tell Eric so Eric can tell Opie, Anthony, and Jim in their headphones.
Correct.
If you have somebody on the hotline who you don't know who they are, apparently it's a personal call for Roland, why on God's green earth would Eric tell that to Opie, Anthony, or Jim in their headphones?
I intended to ask Eric if he knew any information about this as I was calling
No,
Roland.
see, that's where you're fucked. You find out the information. You find it out. You're on the phone with the fucking guy. You don't have to tell E-Rock, there's someone on the phone, but I don't know who he is yet. You find out if it's something E-Rock needs to know for the show, then you tell E-Rock after you have gotten all the information from the person you're talking to.
Like, for instance, you go, did you want to go on the air with the guys, or do you need Roland's office number? What if you had said that?
I didn't.
Yeah.
I just put him on hold and I started calling Roland, and then I told Eric.
And you said, Eric! Eric!
Roland, E-Rock, he's got everybody fucking in on this fucking simple task of being on the phone. When you're on the phones, you're on the phones. It's not that difficult. You're talking to one person, you ask him what this is pertaining to.
Yeah.
You get all the information. And then you would have known, by the way, that E-Rock never needed to even know the fucking hotline rang, ever. And he would have been there, so I wasn't snoring into a microphone for fucking 15 seconds like an idiot waiting for a music cue.
And then Anthony had to be the consummate professional, and the bit is organic that he was doing with the music cue and everything. He had to come and do the whole thing again.
Thank you, Sam Roberts. Exactly.
And in the
Fellow
beginning,
artist knows how this is, not a phone answerer guy.
right? Because you're like, now you're doing it on command, and you're like, I don't want to do this. And then the music comes on, and you have to just get yourself back into it. It's a process.
Exactly.
correctly. Well, I'll hang up again, but you just keep arguing, Sal. Boy, you really know how to take responsibility.
All right, thank you, Aunt.
Yeah, bye.
Could you at least say that the thing to have done in this situation would have simply to have been find out who the guy is and then say, oh, did you want to go on the air or did you need Roland's office number?
Yes.
Would that have been a better scenario?
Yes, and I will do that in the future, yes.
Would you please apologize to Eric for distracting him from his work?
Sorry, Eric, for distracting you.
Eric?
That's fine. I accept his apology.
Would you please apologize to Opie and Anthony?
Sorry, O&A and Jim, that I took away from the show. I took Eric away from the show today when he needed to be on his music cues.
Okay.
I think you should also apologize to Nuts from 96.
Yes, apologize to those nuts for making them smell like ammonia. That wasn't your fault, was it? That's good.
There's
That's
no
good.
way I'm apologizing to
That's
Jar
good.
Nuts.
Don't apologize unless you did something wrong. And give something that you'd like to say to Roland.
Sorry, Roland, for assuming that it was a personal call.
But
Get
even
the
if
fuck out of here.
even if it was a personal call, I mean, you don't have any jurisdiction to be like, you can't get personal calls here.
Yeah, Roland's got a lot of bitches.
Right, Roland's got bitches
He's
and
got
hoes.
mad bitches, that's his fucking problem.
Right, that's the only problem.
And then apologize to Jessie Mae for her MTV time guy cut short.
Right, and apologize
Oh,
because
fine.
Jessie Mae was planning on coming here
I'm gonna have to come back.
and only talking about girl code, and we were just going to talk about it the whole time. And
We
I
were
was
gonna
going
nerd out, Sam.
I was going to ask her
Rob
questions
Zombie.
about what girls do. Yeah, we were going to talk about Rob Zombie. We weren't going to talk about phones the whole time.
Or nuts, but nuts are, I like talking about nuts. That's always topical.
You may have another apology to make. Jason in New Jersey. I mean, John in New Jersey.
Hey, Sam. I expect that Anthony will start drinking again today, and we have to hold Sal wholly responsible.
He was so aggravated on the phone. You're right.
And
Very emotional.
And also, Gil needs apology because he called in.
He was the caller?
He was the caller.
Ant hasn't had anything to drink in 12 days. Sal,
Holy shit.
could you please, on the air right now, make a plea to Anthony to not let this affect his newfound relationship with God and sobriety? Because I think that's what... I don't remember if you used those words specifically, but...
I say have a drink right now.
No,
It's delicious.
Roland!
A nice cold beer.
Sal,
Like a Bloody
nice
Mary.
frost.
Sal, if you would.
I'm sorry to Ant, but I think Ant should do whatever he needs to do.
No,
Whatever
no,
he
no.
needs to do.
No, because he should not get back on the wagon if it's because of you.
I think
No, that's certainly true.
Okay, so please make a plea to Anthony.
Please, Anthony, do not get back to drinking because of the distress that I provided to you today.
That's very good. That was very good, Sal. You did great today, Sal. Way to go, buddy. I think we all learned something.
Ponderous.
Well, we only got a minute left in the show, and I got to do a live read, Alan.
Yeah, I know.
You tried to sneak in your asshole box, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
I was
Yeah.
wondering what that box was. I thought it was like his, purse or something.
Yeah, no, he's going to search in there for food later.
No, I've been trying to present it for the past 4 months.
You know what the good news is, though? It's for all the Canadian listeners.
Oh.
They can now shop on IHateStevenSinger.com. On the internet. That's right. Yes. You heard right, Canada. Go to IHateStevenSinger.com. FedEx shipping to Canada is now available. And whether you're in Canada or in the U.S., you love your mom. Jessie Mae, you love your mom.
I love her. I'm sending her a message right now.
You better make sure that she knows it. Mention it in the message.
I will.
Make sure all of the moms in your life know it. So what's the perfect gift? Well, what are you getting your mom for Mother's Day?
I'm gonna give her that nut thing.
No, that's a terrible gift. I'll tell you what the perfect gift is. It's Steven Singer's famous gold-dipped roses, of course. It's the perfect gift for your mom, for your mother-in-law, for the mother of your children. It's a real long-stem rose. It's dipped in 24-karat pure gold. It lasts forever. It's only $69. Yeah, only $69.
Is that pesos?
No. Steven Singer's real... That's a nice laugh. I love that laugh, Howard. Steven Singer's real long-stem roses come shipped in a beautiful gift box with your own personalized Mother's Day card. You can write slob on it if you want. Moms love to collect these every year, and they display them as a beautiful bouquet. Can you imagine? You'll have the best Mother's Day gift every year for years to come. So don't disappoint, Mom. Go to online right now to IHateStevenSinger.com. Order and get free shipping in the U.S. Don't forget, shipping to Canada is also available. It ain't free, but at least it's available. Call 1-888-I-HATE-STEVEN-SINGER or go to IHateStevenSinger.com and order your Mother's Day rose tonight at 10:30 p.m. on the East on MTV proper. It's the debut of what will no doubt go down in history as the greatest MTV show of all time. And that's girl code.
God darn right.
Goodbye, Jersey Shore. Goodbye, Real World. Goodbye, guy code. It's all about girl code and Jessie Mae Peluso.
Girl code, scissoring, slobs.
Do you think
Bring it
I could get on girl code?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's work on that for next season.
You and I will do like a cameo together.
That would be terrific.
Sound be on time.
Yeah, you'll be on time, and then I'll show up after.
Did you like the Rob Zombie movie?
I didn't see it.
Fuck.
I stayed home.
Good thing we didn't talk about it then.
I know, see?
We'll see you tomorrow, or Thursday, I guess. Goodbye, everybody.